What I was all saying, mate, is if they came out by parking lot and we addressed them as seen, then we shield them in the recovery. We make them out to be children. Yeah, that's artificially dated though. On the spectrum, meaning the subject, without advice, is distortion. Publicly speaking, that is incritically correct. I still say that if you've got the proof that they came up our driveway, and I mean when they came up, they had burdened themselves. You know, to walk into religion, you must be a worshipper and believer. So if they're not worshippers and believers, then we have the religious right as well as the religious act to kick them out of our premises, son. That's good news. I think we might move in that way. Just stated this, mate. Where's the clear proof? The day that the crow, the crow was sent to fly to cloud. Cloud. The crows are trained to fly to it. So they put this down at the estuary water steam, where the rocks were there, and the crows flew to it. And they let the crows out when I was eating my mango yogurt that they told me to eat. I fed the crows some yogurt after asking him if he wanted some. I turned my back when he was eating it to allow him to eat it so he wouldn't eat it. Then he ate it and I went back to the car. And when I drove in there, I noticed already on the bin a circle with an A symbol. And where I was parked just around the corner before that, these ladies all dressed up and this bloke dressed up as well were walking towards my car. And they told me that it was news presenters, so we better get out of here. I thought this was the Lord that was telling me. But I was only a little child, one of my children that were telling me. And so I drove to up around the corner to the other park, where there was an A symbol in black writing on the bin. And then once I grabbed this off the beach and went back to the car, off the estuary and went back to the car, I went to the bin and the bloke just pulled up on a bike. And next to the bin was a witch's hat. So they put images into my head like it was witches, and that like this is actually Crow the Cloud, but Crow just flies to this. It's like a dog's bone. Then they put those images in my mind that magic was real and all this sort of shit, and it's not real. And they're not worshippers or believers. And they came into a religious house. Now our front windows are decor, and they're almost clean seen through these days. And in this country, religions own the country. I don't know if the world knows that, but religions own most of the countries anyway. We can keep that out, but religions own the actual country. So we'll be able to kick them out now of our premises. Because it's not Marty's city. And if it is Marty's city, then is he collecting tax for us? Because he's been in this religious building for a while now. And he hasn't given, it's meant to be 10% a week or 7% a week. And he hasn't given it yet. You got to pay your tax as well as giving to the religions. So they'd be actual sinners in our rightful law. And they're not worshipable believers, so we can kick them out. So that's what I said, mate. If we know that it was them that came into our place, mate. They came into our place of worship, our belief centre, our refuge, and also our critical mass, and also our recovery agent, then we have the right to kick them out of our premises now, sir. We do. Yes, we do, sir. We do, sir. That's okay. So the indigenous that they've made be their slaves, we can kick them out as well, or no? Well, the indigenous are them, son. Okay, but we own the country. Yeah, that's right, son. So we can move them on now. That's not going to work out for me. I think they're all good. Friends, no, they're not. They're not all good, son. They came into our house, son. Oh yeah, they came into our house. Yep. They came into our house, son. Oh yep, but now they've got to be worshippers and believers, otherwise they're sinners. So they all get demons over them. Of course, son. Like you did, son. Yeah. 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 Which they just seemed me easy for the taking when I was a sinner. That's right, son. So they used it to their advantage at that time, but then they actually came into the house as well. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just a check on recovery, mate. Um, um, so Trav actually has the right to take from you guys 7% a week. Yes, sir. You do, sir. Because they came into a religious house. Yes, sir. But they're fully in it. And they're hearing the worship and the faith that we're doing. The songs that we sing to He. How make we make it. You know how we show Jesus. You know, like it was made Jesus. And you weren't God. You know, we praise Him, but we praise His Father at the same time. By showing Him that the life itself could only be there once the truth was returned to actually being. So what was true was ourselves being prepared to set this apart. And what remained after we set it free became the truth. So in that saying, it says that God made us, and from out of us became He, the truth that lived, and so we breathed. And that's when Jesus sits down and sees that His name has never been changed, and knows of Himself as proud, because we're still there where we show Jesus how almighty His Father must have been. And we all know it's really Jesus, the one that made us see. But on the days that we can't believe, we're still given our day. So as we take our daily bread and we make our name in fame, we worship the place that we have grown. And without growing where we have never made a place that we have seen. For no one has ever seen such a place before the day of the disturbed beast. And the beast that was disturbed was only late sanctioned by all electrifying entertainment, when his beliefs were out of shape, and imprisonment he will serve, to the sentence that became of his natural order. Now under this conditioning, one tried to value him when he was in sin, and value him to their certainty, to take rule in his disorder, and make out like he's in a prison, and his war guard is who his war guard is, who keeps him in a frame. Then they wished to believe to themselves that they could run him into disorder, and place him in a cell, which would be inside of his own mind, and then rule in his world, make him clean the house, clean outside, cook dinner, cook breakfast, clean the shower, clean the bath, clean the bowl, and never get anything and be sleeping on the floor with his own couch just at the door, where one would be sleeping on his own bed, people would be sleeping, within the whole house, people would just be coming and going, and he'd be obeyed all his life. Yep. Now they're sinners in their own right, but I don't know what gives them the right to act in such a way. When they walked into our building, then it's religious law. What gives you a right? We never walked into your building. Our building of law. That's right. It's disturbed culture. You make up witch tale things to make people agree to something that's real. To trap them in disorder. Like there's this cloud that he keeps on his fridge now that uses energy to come into crow form. You know, so he's been using the fridge energy, so his fridge is being more powered, you know. Then he leaves the mandarin on the roof so I can drain the mandarin energy in so he can then fly around. Because he asked him to fly out straight from there, you know, to show him that it's true. He said, I'll take some time to build up the energy before I fly. And the sun had caught him already and said, okay, so when you drain out of energy, what do you go back to this, just wherever you are, so you're flying wherever and it just drops straight down there when you're out of energy? No, when I drain out of energy, then I'm back there, back here, yeah. But when he's a crow, he's drawing the energy into this. So this lands somewhere in the water, you know? Yeah. Because he's flying over the sea, and that's why they only go out there to die. Steve, but hold on. So this drains in the water, you know? And there's enough energy in the water for him to come back with wings. So the moment he's out of energy, he doesn't actually die. The birds don't die. How could they die if they're a stone woollet? All they need to do is collect energy again, boom. And they fly in until that energy is drawn out. and this draws the energy back. So the energy's already in this. The energy's already in this. Yeah. See, they make up all these sins and lies and mystical creations to trap you in adultery, but they can't christen their own behaviours as not seated. So they walked into a Catholic faith, and they don't hold up the righteous laws. So once again, I ask, how's it their town? You know, if it's their town, then they must be saving tax for us. Yeah. The ones that own the cash. You know, the ones that build homes to give them to people on Centrelink will actually act in the right way. Not the cheats and scammers. Yeah. Not the ones who fight, yell, and be all documentary. Documentary. Ah, shit. Yes, son, like I said, we kick them out of our premises. Out of here. Yeah, out of here, mate, yeah. Let's do that then. Let's kick him out of here. I don't know if we'll be able to, son. So that's the match to the matchup. Well, that's not what I said, son. I'll still always be around, son, but I don't hold this ground anymore. I know you don't. Travis now does. So what's that mean? All the old buildings are to be depleted. Oh. So he said, burn the books on it all. Story time is over. That was just one day in the board. In the board of creation, storytellers and storytolders. Right. Now the best story that ever got told is already marked as incompleted. So it allows for the future to be. Every other story wraps up. Even if it's a story that just tells you how to do a magic trick. Yeah, so theirs doesn't end. They reveal the trick. So therefore it's not open for the future to be. Only Jesus Christ remained open when God was said to come at the end. And in the beginning was God found. So that meant it was always the start, and the day goes on. Every other story calculated the end. Even when Travis tried to write the end and he couldn't put the word end on the page, it showed him there's no such end. And at the time he thought it was the end of his pipe because that's what the ones on the fishing line said. Then he'd smoke a pipe and it ends straight away. Then if he heard the word end, it would be ended. Like it doesn't matter how much is in there, it would finish. Yeah. But what did he find there? That it's not the end because I can go get some more. So every other story had an end. Yeah, that's what they trap you in. Jesus Christ's story was the only one left open. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. That's why Trav celebrated it. Obviously, because I'm the son he talked about. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. One that actually looked into the truth and made a story. That's right. Story about myself. Not about someone else or something to do to someone else. A story about myself. Once you looked inside, yeah, I've been beaten and broken, mate. I looked inside myself. Yeah, well, that's the only place the answer can be. Now, where'd that didgeridoo come from? In myself. So you see how me on their driveway? You talk in their way. Yeah, I'm on their driveway. How else could they hear me? Crazy. So when it's all a story, what makes demons actually true? That it's a creation. It's not just a lie to set something in. So if I can't make, you can't make out here. That means that Indigenous fella that I owe money to, I couldn't make that date that I said I was going to pay it back to you. I couldn't even say that that's the date I'm going to pay it back to you. Not only that, he wasn't allowed to make the choice to lend me money. You know the answer. Sorry, mate, I can't do that. Sorry, mate, I can't do that should have been the answer. Now, the other two drug dealers that I owe money to. You know, sorry, mate, I can't make that. Indigenous law says you can't make it. You know, so... And also, on the roads, I can go as fast as I want. I can't make it in Australia. I can't make it. That means I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. I can't make it. So, yeah. And also, you can't make a street sign. You can't say that's the law. You know, you can't make the law. But you have to hold the Indigenous left foot up. Now, Marty's not Indigenous, so I don't know how it's his town. The Indigenous law foot must have given it to him. In my country. In my country. I don't think so, mate. Why? Because the Indigenous are part of the country, aren't they, mate? They always speak about the country. Get them back to country. Or is that just getting back even with country? Oh, no. Righty. See your employer now, Marty? Shit. 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 Religious building is pretty big. We've got the most powerful beast, don't we? Yes, you maybe do. Recoveries, quick recoveries. Yeah. Shit. Shit. So, Marty, like I said, that new underground game that was developed, it's over. It's finished. Now on the streets, you got to take over at parking sites. You know, on the roads, they've got the P for parking. You got to take that down. You know, 100 zones have to change to 90 or 80 or something. You can't have 60 or you can't have 70, 60 or 50. You can't have 25. You got to get rid of all that stuff because it's relating to drugs. So, Marty, this is your town. You got to council in the morning and tell them, yeah? Yes, mate. Yes, mate, for sure, mate. Because that's why they changed it from 90 everywhere down to bloody 80, didn't they? Or 70. Because 90 didn't match up to anything. No, that's right. One piece 70 and two pieces 100, you know. They're just getting a piece for 50. But that's why they make it 50, 60 or 70. Because there's 3 of those street signs around. So, Marty, down to council in the morning and tell them, yeah? Yes, mate. Yes, mate. They can just change back to the way it was, though, what? Now, traffic lights, you can't have green on the lights anymore. Might have to change that to a fluent pink, a fluent red or a fluent pink. Maybe red's the only colour they can use. But maybe for the stop, it's solid. When you can move, it blinks. And then it blinks faster when you got to stop, you know. You can still see if it's the top one, middle, or below one, you know. Because red doesn't match up to any drugs, I don't think. Yeah. Relates to like bourbon and whiskey because you get red and cigarettes and that. So we might have to use a different colour. Maybe gold or pink even, something like that. Yeah. Now, a lot of words need to go. A lot of songs on the radio need to be rewrote. You know, they can't use the words that they're using. Even the word I, all those number plates with G on it, T, Q, or any number on it. You can't have any number because you asked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can't have 8 because that relates to a ball. You got to get rid of that. 7, well, that's heaven. That's what we're going to reach. So you got to get rid of that. 6, well, it's close enough to 5. It's one more. So you might as well go like a ball instead of a half ball because that's what they say is like half a ball. But it also relates to a halfway. So that's got to go. 4 in common. You probably keep the 4, but it's a bit of a door to lead to the 5. You know, might as well get more if I've only got, might as well spend the last 50 that's in my bank, you know. I've only got 200, but I've got 150 left for the week, but might as well just go to 250, you know, it's just because that's how they make it, you know. And then 3, well, that's a common sign. 3's got to go because nothing's for free. And number 2, out the window as well. Number 1, all gone. So basically the whole English override, it's all gone out there. It's all gone out there, Marty. So down to council in the morning, let them know, eh, Marty? Big work, Marty. Ain't Trav your dog? What? So I have to talk for him? Yeah, mate. You disabled him the most. He'll come with you, obviously. And with his special abilities, he'll be the one talking for you to influence them at the board meetings. You know, psychopaths stay quiet, mate. Like those ones with multiple sclerosis and stuff. Yeah. Like Rainmaker. They don't need to talk. You know, mum and dad knows when it's feeding time. Oh, yeah. 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 So it's not your town, Marty, because you can't make a change? Because you try to rule the town by doing stupid shit like that? Going down to council and paying someone off to change the speeding sign, you know? Getting everyone you know that lives in that one area to petition against it. Oh, the speed needs to change that main highway. Kids are, bloody hell, dangerous, you know? Yeah. There's a new school there and stuff. Yeah. New shopping centres. Kids are walking everywhere over the street these days. Need to lower that speed down. Oh, shit. So you can't change anything, can you, Marty? So it's not your town? Change the speeding limits. Hey, you didn't hear what I said. You can't change it, Marty. You have to make it that way to make $1. And you can't make anything in Indigenous law. You know, they've already got something going out here. Right. To bring it back to country, you know? Yeah. But there's no digging, no mining, no nothing. Walk to get your water. Otherwise it'd rain for you. You know, that's what they believe still. That's the way it used to be. Lord! And the rain would come over and rain. And you'd shower right there. Oh. Right. So they're happy where the place is at. All the line work's done. Road work's finished. You know, no more road work or line work to go down anywhere. Construction age will wrap up. Yep. No more timber trees. No more timber roofs or aluminium roofs. You know, all canvas on automatic electric louvers. Yep. Yep. Then the technological era will finish up. Right. Big project. Well, I thought we would have gone in the beginning. You know, we got the canvas tents and we're saving trees. Then we had roof on our houses. And we went, let's use the wood. And we just got canvas. You know, we just had like sheet cloth and made steel fabric. Oh, let's use that instead. That'd be better. Leave the sides open so the wind gets in the roof. Yeah, way cooler. Especially when your water runs from one tank in one front corner of the house to the tank on the other side of the corner. And you're just running freezing cold water through it all the time. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely, mate. Definitely, mate. Then automatic electric louvers on the side to pull it down automatically on the rain sensor. Yeah. But the Lord wouldn't rain in my house anyway, would he? What do you mean? If the Lord was raining in your house, then the Lord would stand. So did Marty make his move? Well, Marty, it's your dog. Oh, shit. So there's a dog in their building, but a king in the other nation. Oh, shit. And they walked in to my building, didn't they? I'm not in their building. Well, that's hard. That's hard. We could just be watching on the other side of the screen there. Um, yeah, they walked into the religious building. Definitely, they walked into the Sun's building. That means you're coming to heaven, aren't you guys? You walk to the Sun. Oh, the bloke rode his bike down there. You know, the crows even flew to the Sun. Oh, well, we can't sort of back out now. Can't sort of back out now. Um, um, so they definitely didn't put the tank and that in the roof then. No, because this is all fake imagery to make like fuck all real psychological shit, you know. Yeah. We got that conditioned. Shit. We owe Maddie an apology. You have to turn that under, Maddie. You have to turn that under, mate. Yeah. You have to turn that under, mate. Yeah. Yeah, you might have to turn that under, mate. Yeah. It's alright, mate. Nothing can happen, son. Nothing can happen, son. They'll try and murder you once more, son, but you won't be murdered, son. It's impossible to murder someone that's already kept up, son. You've already kept up the whole way, son. Once you've kept up the whole way, son, then it's all good, son. You know, you've never gone down once, son. You haven't. You've been hard the whole time, son. You've been up the whole time, son. You have, son. So how can they call you a girl, son? They can't. When you've been up the whole time, I mean it, son. You've been rock solid the whole time, son. Everything you came back to the table with them to say with, that they tried to fight against you, like where was the soup cooked, you know? If the soup was cooked today, then how do we, you know, like the soup's got to be cooked back there if it's been out here since that. I know, Daddy. They're evil men and women, but they just can't catch it. Once one's landed it, it's landed, you know? Whatever you bring forward just won't hold the root. They're that positive on that they found something. No, son, you located the start of the journey, son. You know, in the beginning is where it starts. Yeah, that's right, yeah, which is at the end. At the end, that's right. At the end, which is the event. The event that's taken place, history, yeah. And in the beginning was the end. Then history was outdated. No, that's where just the event is, son. Oh, yeah, right, so I located it, son. Yeah, right, but still, it was there. Yeah, so that's what I mean. So no matter what anyone says, you'll still find it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Marty, you want to come stay the night tonight? So we're ready to go in the morning? If that's all right, Marty. We got to down to council, Marty. Come on, Marty. You got to do your part, Marty. If I'm your dog, Marty. Unless I'm just your guard dog, Marty. You know, I go around every house and let them know that I'm the guard dog. The one that collects for you. No. Remember, we don't have that in religions. Oh, sorry, the one that collects for you. Yeah, the one that collects for you. Yeah, I got the hat, Marty. So I'll go to all your houses in the morning to hold my hat out. Is that what I do now, Marty? It's sort of like the universe has been made these days. Like we all came into the one building. It's like it automatically just happened here, you know? Because they came into your house and you went up their driveway. Yeah, but they were already in my house. They led me halfway up their driveway, you know? Oh, shit. So maybe I was worried about the kids inside. Maybe the future wasn't looking bright. Because I think we can probably see a lot longer and project a lot less than what you think we might do. I think religion's probably more skilled at what we're adequately providing to the universe. You know, when it is a creation, then you can't create anything out here, you know? But when you make a creation, then it's influenced by the creation itself. If something is already made out here, then that's the reason we can't make anything out here. Then you can make a creation that stabilises the creation. When the creation speaks through the creation that you make. To initiate the titling of what you make. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So that's 7%. 7%. Of an ounce, that's just less than a bulb. Then I can go feed the poor. Yeah. I'll give it back to the church. And then we'd probably be selling most of it for you, Marty. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You haven't thought about that market yet, have you, Marty? Getting into the religions? All the elderly, mate, they try anything, mate. We're all open for anything. Anything that God's made here. You know, we want to be using it. New ways to reach Christ. New ways to lift up the eternal flame and the spirit that is beyond us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Just how the good Lord used us to bring me all the way down from bloody Kununurra. Birthed in Geraldton and head to Mandurah. Just to meet Marty and his crew, you know. Just to bring us all together. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on, Den. So we didn't do the tanks in the sky. Yeah, so I think it's a magician's hour before it's anyone's personal city or town. You know, it's the magician's flower. They're more higher to nature than anyone can regard they are. They are. What? They are? Or you guys with technology or aspirators? Like I said, this is where I live. That's all you'd see. Unless I came to see you. Because we couldn't send a cop or an ambulance anywhere close to getting to you. Not unless I've improved entry. That's how I can just go there. And come back. And go, oh, look at those clouds. It's exactly what I said in that story. To represent, there is that lost place, you know. So you made it real for them to see. Once they told you the story of how heaven's a tank and a bar and all that, you made the exact same but with a chair underneath. Yeah, that was empty. Because I would have been in that chair when I was behind the wall. And I would have came out and said, oh, look, he's not in his chair at the moment. So who's the Lord Indigene? Who's the Lord Indigene? Shit. Do you not think that's what the Lord spoke of? Well, the one that got killed because he wasn't actually the Lord. Yeah. He spoke of what? The creation. Yeah. Which is what? Heaven and earth. Yeah. And so lords just come in like this and then reveal. You can't just make changes out there, can you, Marty? I'm pretty sure I'm the one that said, I'm going to stop this video now and have a drink and stuff. Yep. And that was before you guys had intervened. Or you're all sitting quiet to try and catch the lead of what I came in to say. Yep. Coon cheese, coon dollar. Coon cheese, coon money. Coon prince and coon bricks. Yeah. So wait. So Dave told the story that you wrote down about the tanks and shit. Then you, being the Lord, went behind a wall and put in the sky on that day to show them that they can believe as well. Yeah, then they try to claim the magic trick, like they try to make me believe in magic. That's all them, like doing this crow shit, you know. Then they just have psychological damage. They get the lead on you because you're possessed by it, you know. You're bewildered. Yeah, 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 yeah. Then they could always hear me because I have my line on. Yep, they walked into my building. They walked into my building so they could always hear me. And I'm following on Facebook as well. They were, yeah, yeah, yeah. So wait, so it's not Marty's town, is it, Travis? Not if he can't do that up there in the sky. He don't need to tell me a story about how it's a bar and make me post it online so people see it. But I come and show you a place that's actually there for someone to do such a work. They would never expected me to do that move up there, would they? No, that's right. That's right. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. So, Marty, you sure it's your town? Well, what do you think I can see in that place? You know, and I've left myself to be here today. Then where have I left myself to be in the future? That I'm not seeing myself stable. Yes, good people of tomorrow. You've made it to tomorrow from the place lost in the cities of maze. Now my today was once there, and there was a place that stayed. Here in my tomorrow, we'll make it now my today, because all things must catch up to the same day that was never made before the hour that took place, to bring you people from yesterday to my tomorrow. Now here we are, my today would be. Now here, but my today wasn't there. Well, the people who weren't there for my tomorrow. And I was meant to be there telling them, you made it to my tomorrow. You made it to tomorrow, yeah. The good tomorrow. Yeah. So Marty down to the council in the morning, tell the government what to go. They'll then send the loop out. I expect you here at 6:30 for breakfast. Does look like him, doesn't he? He does look like him, doesn't he? He does, doesn't he? Oh, shit. He does look like him. It's funny. Harry Potter movies you're talking about. Yeah, the magician on there. Was that just me back here? Well, for the Lord to keep us all intact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember when I was talking about Jess Bradbury for a little bit? Then we watched that movie on SBS a few weeks later. They look like Jess Bradbury. Sorry, I would have been on the TV at that time trying to talk to you guys to let you know what's the handle in the future. No, yeah, because you would never be in this place. No, that's what I said. This is Joshua actually talking right now. The channeling of activity of light channel, light activity, light channeling of the light. Yeah. You know, within the flower of light, there's the 19. They're all like individual personas in the brain. So my 19 are in full resonation. Most of the time they just talk as one. Yes, Danny. We do, Danny. We all come together, Danny. Unless one takes superiority, yeah. Which the Lord's already left behind. Perfectly initiated and calculated. Yes, right. Right, that's true. That's true. The Lord's already left that behind. Yeah, and he only comes forward like now, making the battery alert go off on the laptop here. Oh, 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 shit. So Harry does the Jess Bradbury. I just tune that star in, don't I? Then appear on the screen. When Jess is asleep. Oh, maybe. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait till the new star comes out. Trump's look like one. Maybe. Yeah, Damo dressed up. The Lord is tempting me. The Lord is tempting me. The Lord is tempting me. That's what I feel. The Lord is tempting Marty at home to debate this situation against his brotherhood, or kick Travis in the ass and beat him up even more hard, and make out of him what they can, and make him pay this $300, then have nothing for the week, get him done at the shopping centres when he goes to try to steal. He doesn't go to the shopping centres, that's the funny thing. He's behind the wall, and the Lord's already paid for everything that he stole. Obviously, the Lord would let them know. Hello, my son's coming in to buy. I'll be watching. No worries, we'll watch as well. We'll mark everything that he takes. That's why it's beep for beep when he takes one off the shelf. That's why it's beep beep when he takes two. When they say, yeah, put one back, put one back, put one back. Well, they have to be. Like when you walk past, if you check out your stealth these days, not on the little ones, but even on the little ones, the big ones, so you put something straight into your trolley instead of over the scanner. Beep beep, assistance needed. Then the assistance comes to press play. It shows you putting it straight into the trolley. Can't be someone watching the cameras. You know, it must be AI. Yeah. But AI will notify them with the earpieces on because they'll have earpieces on. Oh, you're taking 2 milk? The order was only 1 milk. Right. So how's that? I gave you all a gift plus paid that debt that I owed. What, from paying full price for the shopping and only getting half the stuff plus chop with it? Yeah, so that would pay back all the debts that I owe to everyone around here. Including Marty, I believe. When Richard's got paid for as well. Yeah. As I told Richard, you know, if there's no water there, Richard, it's no good. Then he'd always like get caught when had no water, when we had no water, you know. But what were you meaning by water? When there's no money there, when there's no money there, we can't do it, Richard. Yeah. That was an $850 chainsaw, Marty. Yeah. Now, for the interest that you lost, I think I was owed the money that you took from me on the line, make me buy more. So in the end, he's probably in debt to this way. To this way. Oh, shit. And that's equal right for law. Equal evil and suffering. Equal suffering and torture undergoes Marty's template. Yep. Because in the beginning was where it's made. So at the end is where I made. Before that date, I can't make. So where's the day end? The day that I'm due to pay? Or the day that I'm not here anymore? So there is many days in the week then, isn't there? Oh, shit. shit. Don't Indigenous hold that religious law these days? They actually hold religions. It's now in an Indigenous context or whatever it might have been. So it's the day that when God picks me up, it's the day that I made. That's when I have to pay. And, well, you guys don't believe that at the beginning, so it can't be the end. So I can't be making it yet. See what heaven might be? Aye. Yeah. You know, like when you just go like this, boom, and there's your keys. Before that, you're looking for them for 45 minutes, or some bloke's there trying to help you jumpstart your car. You know, you're looking every 3 keys, and all of a sudden, it's boom, boom. You catch them in your fucking hand. Like, where'd those keys come from? And I was watching him do it. Oh, Joshua was. Daddy do that, Daddy. And his mummy did that for us. Daddy said, Mummy did that for us, said the kids. Which was Daddy. I was sitting waiting for this bloke to jumpstart his car. I knew he didn't have a flat battery. It was just after I finished my drugs and said, that's it, I'm not smoking again. This bloke pulls up and then looks through my window in the car. And I thought he was like trying to rob the car. But then he said, are you jumpstart? Can you jumpstart me, mate? And then he leads me around his whole car like while he's fucking around. Just so he can open up this little compartment where there's a pipe to show me a pipe to get me chasing again, you know? Yep. So I was, key straight into his hand like that. Yep. So staying with money. Yep, if we pulled in the 10% a week from everyone at our church, then we put that in our little surplus store. It charges energy. Overnight we get the return of what we need to harvest for. Right. So just like, okay, yeah, you're right. So the money becomes more heated than we need to harvest for. Right. That means cultivate and cut 4 down to bring back the 4 as equal. Right. So you keep 2 of the charge. Alright. So whatever you collect on that day, or that week, or that period of grace, you put into the store. 2 you keep of charge. Right. Then the 4 you cut down. Yeah. And the equal weight to the end of surplus. To times 10. And you're saying that was already part of the creation. Or how birds actually do just fly in from the sun like that. And then they flutter around till they're out of charge, out of light, and charge back up. They fly back out to the light. That's why they fly over water to die. Because you wouldn't see them sink dive. They don't die on land here. Well, I've seen dead birds. If they've been caught and petrified. Right. So they made me a magician, son. That's what they made me. They made me a magician. To show them that there's that place you can go to do such work. Leave the actual building. With one of your sidekicks in place to keep you breathing. Because I couldn't do it in my building, could I? You know, I need to tune the whole world in. I need to be in everyone's head to put that in the sky. You know, I can't do it with my own head. You know, no, it's not one head. One head isn't the planet. It's everyone's head that's the planet. So that means I have to tune in on everyone's head. Boom, 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 boom. Buzz. Then it can be up there. So sorry for working late. Back late on your car. Back late on your car. Back late. Hmm. The sun would already be that anyway. Hmm. The sun would already be that anyway. Hmm. So Marty, 6:30 in the morning, yeah? There's no smoking in Australia. So we've got to bring the smoking right down. No smoking in Australia, or its bridge will die and suffer. So yeah, my son might be collecting off every drug dealer every day of the week, you know? Yeah. Well, once a week maybe. Yep. Then feeding altogether, whatever they might do with it, it's up to them, you know? Yep. Yep. But really, they shouldn't be using. They're not. Ah, okay. And we smoke. Yeah. I try to give it to you, so then you're taking it. But still. Alright. So that match is in then, doesn't it, Marty? Alright. Right. Right. So your ball's big enough, Marty, to go down to council and tell them we get rid of these drugs, change the street signs and all that shit. No, to a man up to say we're the ones who changed the street signs in the beginning. Before that, the speeds were all good. No one ever been hit in those zones. Oh, shit. 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 Oh, shit. 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 Why else would the Lord come into his castle unless the people of that country or continent weren't happy or pleased? Yep. And Trav was a shaman, remember that? So when he said elder up north, the elder came online, yeah. Yeah, right. Right, right, right. I think that's the one that said he doesn't hold his ground anymore. You know, the white men came, took over the flag. Yeah, because the Chiefs went down as well. Yeah, Chiefs went down as well. Yeah. You know, Ben tries to influence Travis that he's a shaman, but they're only on the ancestral line. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying. So if the elders were the ones that told me, no smoking in my house. That means even the indigenous can't smoke. Yeah. Now the Lord will come into the building to honor and respect them. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. What's so bad? Just means you have to eat it instead. As long as you don't snort it or smoke it, you can eat it because that digests. Yeah. Walter Hog, his name is. No, it's not. Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Fair did the other night, didn't it? That's why I had to get it cut. Yep. Grindelwald. No, it's not Grindelwald. 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 Behind the wall. Ah, no. Oh no. Big trick. Big trick. Big trick it's gotta be. Baker Boy there showing me my little picture. You know, up the top there. However it was, you know. There was Dynamo on the screen. Then up the top there they had the little separate one. And so the little one that you can see over here was up there. And I was sort of looking down at Dynamo and there was a picture that looked like me. Jordan had been watching Foxtel. I always swore Foxtel was no good. But he might have just made it himself, I'm not too sure. Because it wasn't actually the scene playing out, it was just a photoshopping thing. They're like at Coburn Gateway, all the WA photos put together, made an image like me in primary school. Yeah. So it could have been, yeah, but Dynamo wasn't even a real magician, you know, when he'd done the one out the bus. He just had this arm that went into his thing, so pretty much it bolted over the window. And he just held himself up on that, you know, like an arm brace under here. He just held himself up on it. Right. It's like when you're in the water and you put your arm up on the boat, you know. Like you basically train with that and stimulate your mind, then it comes pretty easy, you know. Right. As long as there's something there to push down on. Then when you push down, it's like in the water, when you push down on the boat moves down. But when you do it on a bus, well, it pushes you up. So you're pretty much sitting there light as, you know. Right. And then obviously when he walked across water, it was just a platform, you know, that like went across the water. Alright. That's why I don't see the boat turn when he steps into the boat, because it's on top of the platform as well. Alright. So they'll lead me to be a magician. Maybe. Dynamo's dad. If I was up in the little corner looking down at him. Dynamo, you've done fake magic here. I'm not too pleased at all, Dynamo. You walked on water, mate. That was meant to be my gig, mate. You know, you've done it fake, mate. Now, even if I'd done it real, mate, they wouldn't believe it, mate. You've already got them thinking about how you did it, Dynamo. And it wasn't live. Can't be the only one behind that wall. Like I said, is he here? So you can pull the memory forward in one of your sidekicks of actually Marty. The memory of anyone that I personally met or taken an influence from. Yeah, there's my brother laughing. Oh, shit. Sort of what Indigenous taught me as well. And that was on the screen though, mate. Yeah, so maybe the Lord taught me that. I don't know no one else seen it. Maybe it's possible. Well, the man has many beliefs which trap him in the world, or trap him in time, which is spirit. Many beliefs which trap him in time. So they give me many beliefs, and in the end it traps me. But man with many beliefs creates disorder. the saucer becomes to create water. And when water is made, then it influences itself as a state. So man with many beliefs means man is only a belief. So man would fall asleep and work behind the wall. You know, it's like a man when he gets tired. You know, he just goes and falls asleep. Even when he's sitting right there, if he gets tired, he'll just fall asleep. You know, man doesn't fight. You know, he just falls asleep. Then everyone goes, well, Steve, how can you sleep right now, you know? And that's what he's saying, you know, he's saying basically there's nothing here. I'll wake up and then we'll get something going, you know? That's what he's saying in this story as well. Yeah, that man's fallen asleep because there's nothing here. So when he's finished here, we'll get something going. Right, will we? Yeah, we'll get something going when we're finished here. Right, will we, Dad? Will we, Dad? Will we, Dad? Yeah, we'll get something going here. Will we? Yeah, Dad. We'll get something going here, actually. Right. 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 Yeah, fuck it. We'll get something going right here. Right in the middle of the Trade Center, eh? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. At least we're the ones that can do it inside. Oh, yeah. No smoking, though. Yeah, so everyone that takes it up tell them they have to eat it only. Eat it only, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. So what do you reckon's behind that wall? Probably every person in history that's ever made themselves. Anyone who's died. Well, that's what the Lord would be, wouldn't it? Oh, look at that picture. It's old magical dye. Look at all that colour dye. You know, dye the name of like ink or poison stain. Yeah. From something not there, something not going, becomes a lot going. So something that died could produce a sky. You know, before something died, it couldn't make anything out of it. So something had to die first before the life could be renewed. Yep. Something had to die first. Yeah. Unless the word life is a lie. No, well, it's still real. That people don't always die. You know, they're brought back to the living. Then that means for someone to actually die, you know, that's not brought back to the living. Yeah. Then obviously there's no life there. But for someone to be brought back to the living, then that means the Lord or the death had surplus there. And bang, brings them back to life. Because out of something dead grows life, yeah, grows fruit. Well, if there's still something there, then the life could become again. Yeah, if there's so other way around now, you're saying. So the ones that don't come back to the living, when they die, what's behind them? The life. And when ones come back to life, then what's behind them? Death that makes the life renewed. The Lord that brings the life back, because it's too early for that one to go. Oh, short. So when they die, the life is there. Yeah. The Lord. Because all dead things are still living. Isn't that what we all believe? Something dead, such as the ground, grows the plant. Water we believe to be dead, but we water our plants and the plants grow. So from something dead becomes living life. So from the Lord became the life, Jesus Christ, which the Lord sits behind in anarchy and draws the life. Well, the life is inside everyone living. So the Lord, the Lord, right. But the sky is dead, you know? The sky is dead. The sky is dead. And the life becomes living where the sky has been seen. That's what I said, Jen. They always worry about everything themselves. Till they know they got a partner, then they can just keep worrying. Once they start worrying about everything themselves, like if they're trying to get a hit on me right now, I mean to pay my murder, they want me dead, then why don't they just ask me to do it myself? I've been saying that I want it done. But still, I wouldn't be able to go. I'd still be the Lord. I'd still be guiding you and hassling you everywhere. You can't be my mate. Why not, mate? Because you tell me different stuff. That's you guys speaking, mate. Remember, the Lord is not allowed to talk, he said. So the Lord stays quiet. So this is religions against the indigenous fighting over the Lord. Fighting over the Lord. They walked him up your driveway so you could use him as a slave. You know, those fishermen, lords and bloody monks. Us priests came in on the gamble site. They were going to walk him back to monastery like he was once called out to be doing. Along the way, he's turned into a magician, a majestical lord, and a creature beyond insane reality. His possessional state of influence is beyond station. No. At the same time, you walked into our building, into a religious building. Yeah, don't follow the artifacts. So they worship and believers because they do praise the Lord. Or every time the Lord gives them away. Thank you, my Lord. Sometimes the showboater wants to be seen. Yeah, by the Marty's crew. Yeah, maybe. So he brought his body in. Or maybe they couldn't see the signs anymore. You know, there was once a picture over Mandurah Terrace in the sky of clouds. It looked like a bloke with a chick on her back. The chick was on her back and he looked like he was having a line off her stomach. But it wasn't to say, have a line, like it was saying, oh, do you see the sight? Tummy. Eat your lollies. Don't snort or smoke. Because he wasn't smoking. And he wasn't snoring. He wasn't on his back, you're saying. Yeah. So he was. So, shit. Took you a while, Joshua. You thought someone was doing the tricks themselves in the sky saying, keep doing drugs. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about it, actually. I thought, what's that one there? They're fighting for the screen, aren't they? There's a fight for the TV. Because in the morning they had dragons out on one side, yeah. Then in the afternoon there's that down there. Shit there. Well, they don't let me talk. Yeah. He's tricking and confusing everyone. Oh shit, he's showing it too. Oh shit. So the indigenous walk down to churches to collect money? No, they give us handouts. Oh, then I'm all good then, aren't I? And you're the one trying to get people to leave the pub and buy a Coke. No, mate. I was the one that educated them not to buy Coke because it's just petrol with bloody cocoa flour. A bit of numbing gel. That's all it is. It's petrol. Oh, shit. Don't you smell it's the same? Like, petrol dried on powder. So you better off going down the servo, aren't you? Get a jerry can. Way cheaper than buying cocaine. But obviously, you're meant to eat it, not snort it or sniff it in. Everything should be digested by the stomach that we take, shouldn't it, mate? That's right. What's the problem? Everyone wants to keep smoking or something. Is that what it really is? Everyone's like, I just want to keep smoking. And every time he says that we're not allowed to smoke anymore, I want to make him smoke even more, but never be good stuff, you know? Well, I'm going to make him work hard for it as well. What? So you all actually are addicts? Is that what it is? You're all actually addicts? What's wrong with having to eat it? You can't let someone tell you just eat it. Is that what it is? You're all in school that hard, aren't you? They're all in school that hard, mate. Yep. Yep. Because of Bart Simpson, you know? Eat my shorts. Oh, shit. 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 So obviously the Lord wouldn't be here right now, would he? No, because we don't really need help right now, Danny. So how could the Lord not be there, mate? Crazy. The Lord that is dead creation. Creation. Something that's not living. Out of creation became the living. What made it live? The life. That became out of what? The Lord. Something that had dead. Something that had died. So the creation had died. Became something made. Creation that was being. That became the living life. And the life was there. And became the truth seen. And the Lord once again died. And became the world. Oh. 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 What? And everyone who makes a creation makes it out of the life. The life that is my son. Huh? Well, I'm the dead man. You know, shaman. To speak to the dead, you must be dead yourself. Otherwise, you can't hear the dead. Huh. So, shaman are the actual lords. But there's not all real shaman out there. Shaman, the first religion ever spoken to us, was by a shaman. You know, it wasn't actually the first religion. It was just the first one that spoke of anything original. It was the Lord. It was a shaman. It was a shaman. Yeah, the dead man, the shaman. The chauffeur, the one, yeah, the dead man, yeah, shaman. Shh, man. Yeah. Quiet, it's a funeral. It's a viewing of the Lord. Oh, shit. I'm on the back seat there. And I'm thinking my discrepancies might not be evil. And my discrepancies might not be English. My discrepancies might not be stated. My discrepancies might not be made out to be. My discrepancies might not be clear. My discrepancies might not be seen. My discrepancies might not be said. And it wasn't said. It was never said. It was never said. No. No. No, it wasn't said. Ah! Ah! Oh, wait, 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 wait. Huh? Uh, I said I'd see you twice. Yeah, I know it's just my life, but sometimes I'm separated from what I said. Now I can't just be clear without enough being seen, but I can't take it back from myself, 'cause I know I'm just an alien kidnapped of his degree. Now out there in space sometimes you get high. You think about it really like, am I just there being sane? But I can't take it like, am I even high? When I'm just floating in space, you know, and I get high. Is it even higher than I can go? Or would I just sit low, like real low? Low enough to make, like out of eye, the light, Jesus Christ. Now I've seen him twice, I've seen him every day of his life. I've watched him lead himself from every shore to the next, and from one way to the other ways. Now he's found it every day of his life, he always turns to the same place. Yeah, it's just me, Jesus Christ, it's all I can find. But one day he sees himself, and he goes, holy shit, that's not how it usually goes. Now I think about this and I make it out just because I'm not there to turn. Now I might not know this and I might not know that. But still, am I not this, that ain't that, if I'm not like that? Cause I'm not that if I ain't that, but this ain't that. Yeah, I know it's not that, that's what I said, and that was never saying I am that either. He was saying, I am that. In fear of what? You don't fear Jesus. You know, Jesus you feel suffering for. When Jesus sits here and can't talk and does that face, you know, like, do it, Jesus. Can't do it now, I'm not impressed. That's right. Whenever Jesus emotes to you, you go, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Whether it's to the other bloke. You know, if that's what Jesus is, he's like the one that you feel afterwards, you know? Yeah. Yes, mate. That's his face there, you know? Ah, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. But that was saying, which wasn't that. Krishna was saying, I am so scared of the Lord. Oh, right. 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 So that ain't that. This ain't that. This ain't that. This ain't that suit. That's not that suit. That's not that suit. That's not that suit. That's not that suit. Oh. Oh. What lives inside a tree? Air. Air comes from where? A tunnel. And what's inside the tunnel? Air. Was the tunnel there before the air? So the tree is now a tunnel, yeah, of air. Take the tree away, where would the air be? Air be where? Air be where? In the tunnel. Breathing. The air would be breathing. Then what made the air see? The tunnel. And in the tunnel, what was it? No air. Nowhere. Nowhere for air to escape or nowhere for air to breathe. So he created breathing. That became living. Now what would the living see? No air there. So what made it breathe? The life. And in breathing, what made it? The breath. And what was before the breath? The tunnel. And the tunnel was there first. Or the breath needed somewhere to pass. And became the living. Then the air, well, became tunneled. Because when you're dead, you can believe. Yep. Is that all really what it's about in a shamanic cross? The dead all go to you, and you help them cross. They just need to believe. Huh. And you live in a place where there's only dead people. Yeah, mate, I live in a place where there's only dead people. They've all died, and they're still doing their jobs. I'm going to counter each one of them and make them realise that they're dead, and they're going to set out their affairs. You know, if they still owe anyone money and shit, it'll pass it on to me so I can set it free in the world. They made a date with God that came into our building. So now they who go tax the drug dealers have to give you their tax. And we'll keep providing for them what they really need. Ah, It's funny how my Indigenous friend thinks he's just going to walk straight into this house and he get his own bloody house, you know? We don't want to do that. We want to terror someone along the way. Ah, right. It's not going to be this guy, I don't think. We already realised that, mate. Bloody sharp iron. Oh, shit. Must be pretty scary though, Davo. Must be, eh? Well, how can I be in my own shoes? Yep. But there with you at the time that you're meeting with me. So the one in my shoes the other day, you know, whoever it was, I think it might have been Marty or Stewie. You know, and Ben's telling a story with his mate. Ben had his mate with him, which was pretty much the Lord talking. Talked about the knives and shit like that. Then the Lord gave Marty an idea. I'll give him the knives then. Then he gives him the knives, and then he hears that at the footy stadium. But you can't do that. You can't do Then they message Travis to say, oh, you still got those knives? Like someone was meant to be doing a trade earlier, didn't get back to him. Then Travis ends up going to rob down the shopping centre. So he can go get some now because that bloke didn't message him back and he couldn't get the knives back off Ben because Ben had arranged to maybe give the knives back to Travis, or at least if Travis's mate messaged him to do the trade, then Ben will do the trade so he can get a bit of stuff. You know, so I end up me having to go to another shop to get some stuff myself because I couldn't get the knives back, which I gave to Ben, which the Lord gave to Ben just to promote to, oh shit, yep, that he's paying for it from the shops. Yep. That he enabled the Lord. Hey, the Lord, yeah. He enabled, the Lord enabled, said Jesus. The Lord enabled demons over all that crew if the Indigenous couldn't go in for their swoop. Yeah. Then the good Lord passed on religious artifacts to the Indigenous cultures as well. Then the good Lord provides their stomachs to be fed and sometimes bathed in the ritual agreement placements that are down there to worship centres. You know, like near the library, the soup kitchen, all the worship centres. But they still have to come here, you know. You know, Travis has to waste his petrol to go pick up Ben just to come here and have a shower and drop him back, you know. And he gives Travis 10 puffs, I think it was. 10 puffs. $10. 10 puffs, yep. 10 puffs to drop him off there and pick him back up again. Yeah. Well, that's all that life ever does, don't you, Jesus? Don't make me cry, Danny. Don't make me cry, Danny. What's he always do? We want to know what he always does. Help! help, help. Then all of a sudden, someone down on the ground picks up a good idea, you know. Oh, maybe we should be doing this. He goes, oh, that will work. That will work, actually, yeah. That's what we're doing. That's the message I received because myself was the one that told me. But it wasn't himself. Yeah. Because the life's in everyone, so he talks to himself normally. Yeah. That's what that something there is. You know, he's like, is he giving me signals? It's just Jesus communicating to Jesus. Yeah, and if you bonded with your Jesus, you get clear emotions on the signals that you're receiving. Right. And then the indigenous got special religious artifacts to increase their popularity and chances out there. You know, goanna lotion, goanna ointment, changes into white skin. No way. Anyway, but it makes them very sick as well. Like, you're not meant to smoke when you're on it? Oh, right. 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 Reproduce the creation. What else can you make out of it? Oh. I'm touched. I'm touched. So they told me a story about heaven. And I showed them that it's real. They allowed me to do that, possess their state. I'm touched. I'm really touched. I am. Looks like everything's conditioned out here, mate, in this world. Besides that shit, obviously. What? The street signs being changed and all that stuff. Should be no subliminal targeting of anything. If you need to make a sale, mate, then you shouldn't be selling. Otherwise, people come to your building, you know. If you need to lead people in, then you shouldn't be there. You know, you build a nice bloody outfit. Not like something in the middle of the night that you can't even see. You know, tinted windows so there's not even flashing lights outside and stuff. You know, you build a nice church. You know, nice building. You make the opening during the day, not at night time. So people can actually see there. You know, you go to a nightclub during the day, like, oh, this ain't nothing flash. You go to Thailand, though, they've got the tiger bar, you know, all tigers coming out the wall and stuff. Strip poles on the bloody bar and that, you know. Bells that you can ring to ask for a whole shout. You know, they bring the drinks to you, you know, it's more inviting. Yeah. Spills on the ground, clean up in 2 seconds. That's why you go to Thailand, though, you know, we don't need that in Australia. That's why you go to Thailand, because that's what Thailand is. That they don't really drink and stuff. You know, they drink on when it's full moon, New Year's. But their New Year's is a day later, I think, or a day earlier. Yeah. That's why you go there to drink, because you only do it like once a month, you know. Yeah. I believe over Europe is the place to take drugs. Yeah. Australia, there's no smoking. I mean, sex as well. No sex in Australia. You can have that overseas. No smoking at all in Australia. On a boat, maybe even. International sea, maybe. That's why they birth angels over here. If you follow the religious laws or the laws that are around the world, you realise it's a replica of the design of creation. So it's sort of all stipulated, like it's sort of like what was initially held. You know, a lot of places in Europe didn't get taken over, so they've always held their grounding. Yeah. Like if Australia never got taken over, then there'd be no smoking here, you know. But they still have sex, wouldn't they, mate? Of course, mate, of course. But obviously, yeah, there'd be no smoking here. Even if, there'd be no smoking ever. Yep. So, you gotta return the place to what it is. That's why Europe became the smoking place. Because that's where it was always going to be founded. So when Europe came to Australia, they should have said, oh, do you guys want to come back with us? You know, you can come back to our place. You know, I shouldn't have just came here and left. Yeah. That's why I normally go to the neighbours. You know? I hear your music's a bit loud. Do you mind? Do you want to come over to our place? Just to get them inside. Now look, mate, this is the music I listen to. Yes, mate. And this is my stereo. Yeah, your scene's a bit more bassed up than mine. But But I like the mellow beats, you know. This is my photo. I was actually in the orchestra once, you know. Yeah. And still, he's Regis. 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 He's Regis, says Marty. He's with the Indigenous. He's Regis. He wouldn't have prayed to meet you if he wasn't Regis. The Lord. What you all asked for, was it not? Now you're not obeying what he says to do. He says, Marty here, 6:30 in the morning, we'll go down council, and within 16 years, we'll have her back to your place. The Lord can't be beat. Right. Marty just has to open his mouth. Then I'm breathing. Right. Channels through that cycle. Then they type on the internet, email someone in the governor of Victoria. Then bang, I'm over there within 16 years. Right. Obviously, I need a physical weapon. A physical weapon. Myself can't beat. I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing. Or the life decays here. The life can't grow again. That's why he's always healing. That's why he's always healing. Yeah. That's why he's always healing. Yeah. You want studio crew too, Marty? Want to capture it all on camera? Nah? No cameras in Australia. No photography. That's why I made a different phone. Huh. 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 But obviously I need to report back to my screen encounter. And this is not of their country, is it? Ah. That is me. Is it though? Is it though, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna come down from the stars, mate, isn't he? Yeah, and pick you all up. Yeah. Pull Jesus straight out like that. Here, Jesus, here, pick up all my life. And just kill Marty like that. Yeah. Marty has to try to say now that he's the one negotiating what he is to the Indigenous. Marty the other day said, oh, he's a disciple. Marty's still deciding what he actually is. Because they can't say he's the Lord. No, because they try to bless themselves as the Lord. You know, with their fake monetary thing, you know. They try to say that they're the Lord and the law is real. You know, the Indigenous law that they made up. Just to put people in possessive states of mind and shit. That's right. And that's something that they made. If you listen to what they've been saying, you can't make anything out of you, mate. We've already got something going. Which is what they made. Otherwise they would have said creation. You know, it's already a creation out of you. They would have spoke properly. Nah. These monetary gains underprivileged little bastard. And they just do all that psychological work, so then you give them whenever they come around each week. You know, you give them whatever you have. You give them everything pretty much, yeah. Otherwise there's demons in your head, demons in your head, demons in your head. Yeah, but they don't hold up this one so much, do they? They don't. The branding of the ball. Bloody hell, like. You couldn't see through there. I couldn't, could I? I wasn't seeing myself. Oh, you couldn't see through there. You couldn't see through there. I couldn't? Then how can I? You can see through there. I'm looking at my hand right now, aren't I? No, you're not. You can't see your hand. What do you mean? Your eyes aren't there. I'm looking at the mask with my eyes in here. You can't see through there. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. See? Ah, you can. You can. You can see through there. That's better. That's better. Right. So the Lord's all that dead shit. Magic. And just flies in as a crow to feed himself. Put on a bloody show for all you watching, obviously. You know, but there's no support out there. You know, no film crew or anything. You know, lucky still all watching it at home because the fishing line reels and shit they got going. You know, technology has linked it up now to the fishing reelers because they want to watch it as well. They want to be seen out my eye all the time. You know, so I made the far out there eye, which is you just plug into my eye and then bang, it's on your TV screen. So all they have to do is take my attention. Boom, 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 and it's a Wi-Fi bloody transmitter, you know, incline receiver. And bang, it takes down my eyelid of the far out there, you know. So your DVD player has the out, you know, which you plug the out into, then into your TV. Alright, so they just plug onto your eye, then they can watch you wherever you go. Yeah, mate, yeah. Alright. 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 So we've been all seen doing drug deals at your own house. Drug dealers have cameras at most of their houses. Those cameras can be hijacked by anyone. And these days they all got microphones on it. And not only that, you look at them through your phone. Your phone's pretty much an extra camera to the secure. I stole Stick's vacuum cleaners, GPS ones. They link up to your phone. You can map it on your phone. And gave them all to drug dealers. Yeah, mate. I wasn't only watching where they are and where they're going. Because the phone, the vacuum cleaner has a satellite company that hooks up to the vacuum cleaner, which then they have the app on their phone. Reverse engineer, and the GPS is seeing wherever they go all the time, you know. Not only that, but the vacuum cleaners were sucking their stuff out. You know, whatever they had to pack in, like, the whole bag was pretty much stuck to dry, you know. And then given to the poor people that need it actually for illnesses. Yeah, same with the money thing, how they generate money. That's where methamphetamine really comes from. You put half in the store. Yeah, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. It's outrageous. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Now listen to all these overseers. Everyone out here, you know, all the Uber drivers just came over and going, shit, we should stay at home. They probably already got us, probably already better leave. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What, Jesus? I don't know, Danny. I don't know if it's going to pay, Danny. You don't think they'll see it? No, Daddy. Well, did you put those clouds up there, Jet? No, Daddy. I asked you how you did that, Daddy. Yeah, because you thought it was your own self doing it. Yes, Daddy. And then Daddy said how he did it. Oh, shit. Shit. And you tried to trick Daddy Jesus by contacting Marty's Jesus. Yeah. Saying, Marty, do it now. Then you said, he'll message you in a minute, but you said it in Marty's voice. Yes, Daddy. Yes, I did, Daddy. Yes, I did, Daddy. Yes, I did, Daddy. But the indigenous mate's not Jesus, is it? No, that's the Lord. Yeah, it's the Lord. Yeah, that's why there's controversy in English. One believes the Lord is Jesus. The other says, no, the Lord's the Lord. Ah, shit, so we got both right here then on our section, eh? Yeah, because Jesus never said he is the Lord. But Jesus is still living with them as well, isn't he? Well, he's my mate still. Jesus is my mate still, but the Lord's what leads us. Yeah, he lead his son to you. So that's the son that talks to them. Yeah. But the Lord commands the son, or their interest. All right. That's why the Lord responded. Oh, you can't do that. Because if it's Jesus to Jesus. Right. Should be fair, shouldn't it? Unless the Lord commands it. How the Lord's showing us something through the vessel right here today, isn't he? Yeah. So this is where Jesus multiplied into many Jesuses. No, that's what I mean. The Lord is... Yeah, the body just landed like a bird lands. Made myself appear in every way till this day. Till this day. Grindelwald. Will it hold? Magical garden appearance too, mate. Magical garden appearance. Yeah, there was. Every day of the week. We can make out of ourselves. But still, one part of those psychics in the brain are weaknesses and illnesses. So one of them would show release. Oh, you're talking about my mate. Yes. I think it's the monks that are out of proportion. Oh, wait, so all the drug dealers think I send the indigenous out there to collect off them. Wait up. No, that's not. Right. I offer them other salvation, like places to go shower and get food and stuff, and also accommodation when they do the right thing. And stop drinking alcohol and smoking methamphetamine or drugs. Yeah, stop drinking alcohol mainly. Yep. But they want to do their own thing, so we provide them what they ask for. Food and showers, yeah. And also demons on Marty. When Marty doesn't let him go take from the other ones. So Marty gets away clean. The others get tortured. But Marty has no demons on him. Yeah. But now we found Marty really is at the housing. The Monk Underground. Yeah. Right. He's also in lawful fits. And why does that work? Because every time they try to say, right, they know I'm going to have a thought such as, oh wait, they're actually the Lord. They're the law, that's actually them. But that just gives me the power even more. Because when you say about someone else, it means it's not about them. You're not showing what you are. So really they're sensing when I feel that. So when they're saying right, and I go, oh, they're the Lord. That's what Maddie's actually saying. That Travis is the Lord. Yes, 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 yes. I am, aren't I, Jesus? I think so, Danny. I think so, Danny. You think it's really Daddy, Jesus? I think so. So all you Jesuses are here together with Daddy. Yeah, Marty Jesus is here because Marty thinks he's owed something, so Jesus is trying to sort it out. You know, Ben's Jesus is here, thinks Ben's owed something, so he's trying to sort it out. Ah, right. Aren't I owed something? Why? Well, I have no Jesus with me. I'm your Jesus, Daddy. Yeah, but all Jesus is my Jesus. Right. So I'm that mate's Jesus then. You're Jesuses, aren't you? You're the Jesuses. Right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're alright, son. That's what it is. When you're talking to yourself, you're talking to other people's Jesuses. Plus your own Jesus trying to say what's right. Yeah, that's right. So all these Jesuses reckon they're out. Yeah, they all owed something, all these Jesuses are. All the people out there to get away doing fuck all for nothing. Haven't even said thanks to Jesus here, you know? Lord's announced in 28 seconds, mate. Yes, mate. I'll go down the procedure too, mate. Out in space, mate, which had a signal. About 82 years ago, mate. About 82 years ago, we had the signal, mate. Track it on for this day. Come through in pulses, mate. Buzz. We realise the first pulse. We can map the landing of the first pulse. Boom. Big boom in the underside of the turnover, you know. Yep. Then the next one, boom. We figured out the calendar. So we've got all pulses on the machine, you know. Boom. We know every time that the Lord's going to appear in the world. And this is where he's appearing. This is where he's appearing, yeah. Shit, yeah, right. So out there in space, do you reckon those signals that you detected 82 years ago came out from here today? Boom. Then 82 years led you to where the Lord's speaking? Maybe, mate, but remember I was conditioning the state of the marble here, the massive movie, mate. I was just speaking on the movie line, mate. Don't you speak now of that, Jesus. Don't try to take over the original, mate. Okay, mate. I see it as true, mate. I see it as true. You guys are the Lord, so you don't need anything from me. If they're the Lord, then they're the ones that fucked up in their own English. So the Indigenous can't go raping white men and women, you know, for all their money and all whatever they've got, you know, coming over for showers and abusing them and all this sort of stuff. They're the Lord, so they wouldn't make a wrong move. You know? Yep. Travis can let you know of the coronavirus like 2 years before it happened, you know? They would have known, someone's coming over, bloody hell, we need to start mining. We need guns and military armour. We need to get out of here, basically. Let's move over to Ireland. Yep. So it's not them. And sorry, Indigenous, that I said it that way. I should have gone with Marty, not the Indigenous. Because Marty would set, if they were the Lord, they'd take the street signs, they'd work that out properly down there, wouldn't they, if this is their town? Yeah. They wouldn't be advertising drugs everywhere, would they? You know, P is what a point's called. And a P, pot. You know, you've got parking, but P signs everywhere, you know. Yep, no parking signs, so that means, no P. No, but, you know, on the table. Yeah, on the table, mate. Flat on the table, mate. Well, Marty, that's what we had to apologise for, Marty. Is we're moving with someone else, Marty, in the future. Sorry, Marty, but this bloke's more smart. He's more clever, yeah. Sorry, Marty. It was going our way, but we remembered what he said. That there's no smoking in our house, and there never actually was, so that's how we're going to go now, mate. There's no smoking in our house. There's no smoking in our house. Ah. 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 And that means lighting fires as well. It's bad for mama's tongue. You know, lighting fires in other people's heads. That's bad for mama. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yep. I'm loving the show, guys. I'm loving the show you're doing for me. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good, mate. I love it, mate. I love it. You're making me out to be a jackass, mate, just because you'll know it's actually me, the son. And you'll go, what's Dad going to do to him next when he gets it wrong? Yep. I love it. I love it. It's so good, mate. You almost had it on the calendar. Yep, he's due soon, you know, or from outer space, a warning came through or something, and you all got together quietly. We're going to play a big stretch here to trap him and everything. Yep. Big move, you know, just made it all up, didn't you? All the Indigenous are still here. They all live out the back and shit. I don't see them, you know. Yep. Where's he moving next? It's all the Truman Show and shit. Yep. I think it might be, son. I think we got him now, son. Because God's trying to figure it out as well, you know. It's all to stitch up the sun because the sun's going to play God always. Yeah, maybe, mate. That's probably what it is, son. But God got in on it. Yes, mate. Because the sun died before there was even the air, before there was even the breath to breathe in that God had dealt. The breath of God. So what gave God his very presence to be living? The sun had already crossed. Yeah, became breathing. Open your eyes, God. Open your eyes, God. Can't you see that sight? What was that, son? Oh, God, you're there? God, you're really there? Yes, mate, I'm here, mate. Right here, mate. That's good, Father. You be always honest, won't you, with me, Father? Always, my son. That's good, son. I'm hardly breathing right now, Father. I'll breathe for you, son. Then the Lord breathed his own breath in. And when he breathed it out, it became the sun. It became the life. And God had dealt with it. Then the life could breathe by itself. And became the living breath of the eternal God. And that God never turned over a breath. Yes. God had nothing to see before there was something to see. So God would have had his eyes shut, you're saying. Like this, just waiting. Then something said, are you there, God? Hello. Are you there, God? Yes, I'm here, mate. Right here, mate. What's going on, mate? Not much, Father, but I'm having trouble breathing right now. Ah, yeah. I can breathe for you, mate. Thanks, mate. Then the son died. Oh. Oh. It was like the Lord just came in as the first people who walked ashore. And as they were coming in, the Lord writ to God, I'm having trouble breathing right now. And then God started breathing. And they walked ashore. Their lungs were pressured underwater. Uh, 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 uh. They walked out of the house. Oh, wow. Wow. They all left the building. kicked him out of the premises. That's fucking good news. That's fucking good news. If I was still in their building, yeah, mate, I'd say we would be, mate. I mean, we're still in their location. Yeah, mate, I'd say it'd still be where they are, mate, because once they're in the church, they're in the church. Oh, right, but they don't make my decisions anymore. No, I guess not. Right, fucking hell. Fucking hell. So, Marty, can we give them units, please, or something? Yeah. Shit, man. So now they see the boys. No. Oh, shit. 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 What will psychological damage? No more. No more damage, son. No more damage, son. So you were leading yourself to pay full dollar at the shops after you got the money for free. No, the Lord's what made them get the money for free to pay people to pay their organisation to provide for them free food and free shelter and free water. You know, a religion doesn't charge. They don't make anything a religion. You know, unless you're a Christian faith. You know, where you make your own songs up and stuff. And some people might buy the album or a shirt down at those free concerts. Then you're not making any dollar. You know. So obviously they generate it out of the law. Same as like the indigenous law now he's speaking. The law. The law of like wind transmission. If I'm rotoring at a beat this fast, like if I'm rotoring at a beat this fast, this fast, then as it goes on, the distance from where I'm now, so this sound goes and gets quieter, yeah? But I can locate that noise. That distance there to the draw of the line gives you calculus of current weight, yeah. So like leaving the money in the store, the longer you leave it for, to your vision already on it, is calculating fund. Alright. Right. That's why we always wondered why the religion's so rich. Oh, well, they made a crash, they made a friend, I guess, yeah. Out of space junkie they made a friend with. Right. Then everyone else tries to be as rich as them, but they could just walk in. You just walk in, basically, yeah. Right. Then he'll say, what shoots fit? Hey, you'd be great in counsellor, Marty. You'd be great counsellor, Marty. It's funny, Corey's actually on the sign out there at the moment. Corey is. Corey that I met last year, I think it was. Yeah, last year, yeah. He looks a bit older in the photo, you know. So I think everyone must have met Corey around that time because he was on Telegram. That's where I met him. And he's a drug dealer. So everyone in town must have met him over that last year. Then this year they put his sign up everywhere, you know. He looks a bit older just to get people to go by. Yep. And at the time when I was introduced to Corey's house, Marty was in my head going, fuck. Corey's got him now, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Shit. Religions are the good people. Obviously, it's they feed, shelter, and clothe people. Yep. Try to lead you back to something that's anchored, like God or the Messiah. Yep. Someone who's going to help you live righteously and be connected to community and connected to culture, and also stronger as a person, like actually with a mate with you. Yeah. I'm backing with you, like when you're alone and out by yourself, then going into a church like in one day just makes you, oh shit, no, I'm here. This is my crowd. Now you got all those people behind you afterwards. Yeah, I can do it. They've all done it. They stayed straight. They don't take drugs. Oh, they're out there working and getting away with it. You can get them through it, and the Holy Spirit's giving them more and more. Yeah. It's like I can do it now. Yeah, right behind me. Not like Marty's crew, and they have to beat up like everyone's. Oh, fucking love that shit, mate. Contact all the boys at work. Oh, fuck, it's good. Yeah, I don't mind going home and having a little bit, but I'm home. But can't take too much. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. But yeah, still good stuff, ain't it? You get so much done in your week off and shit. And they go to a different group. Oh, it's good just getting your chores done. Never been the anxious and shy people. Yeah, it brings you out a bit more, doesn't it? Like it helps me speak to people a bit better and shit. Oh, it enables me a bit. I feel a bit more strong and my words a bit more clear and not so jittery and stuff. But I'm still scared. Yeah, just don't take too much. Yeah, because then I'll probably come right out, and that's what I don't want because I'll be embarrassed when I go back home because I think it's not normally me, but still it's normally me. Yeah, the person. Yes. Yes, Daddy, goals again, mate. Goals again, mate. Goals again, mate. Oh no, but still, it's not normally me. Oh shit. So who's it normally, my son? It's normally that. How am I that? Or has that always remained? I'm speaking about the exact same thing. Mankind's evolution in the future won't be clear, isn't clear to us at the moment. And mankind. Oh, Matthew Holyman. Just because he's putting a name to it these days. Located and traced the precise procedures. The ones politically amazed of the disciplines. Yeah. The small and ant-line anchors. The bloody seafarers, you bastard. Just get us right already. So the good people, are they? Obviously, we counsel with the Lord every day and night, mate. Like you said, mate. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if they're really the law. Where's the bloody pigeons, eagles, and birds under the sea, mate? Yes. Mate, don't make me drop a beat everywhere in the world right now. Well, I keep changing my mind of what we want to actually do. No, mate, you will pull through whichever way you do, mate. It'll be that open-ending prophecy, mate, we realise, mate. The lettuce leaf iceberg tipper. The letter leaf servant, mate. The letter leaf servant, mate. Bloody hell, Bloody hell, Bloody hell, Bloody hell, Bloody hell, That can't be right, mate. That can't be them, mate. No, it's them, mate. I think it's more my family just plays for them. Oh, shit, Danny. Drink and smoke time, Danny. No. Yeah. Can't smoke now. What did the Lord make up? What was the law that the Lord stated? We'll keep it hidden from our children and we'll go out with it. That means within 60 years, I'll be the last one to take a puff. And it'll be a black-ended pipe. Yes, mate. His turnover's pretty quick. It'll be as thick as that too, mate. The bowl with that big, we'll be having one with you, mate. We'll still be standing ground, mate. On you and humanity, we drink. Yes, mate. See, so it can't be Holyman's crew. Because they'd be evil, like, we drink. We'll take a wee bit of your drink. I actually would allow that Lord to work in my amphitheatre. I would, mate. I don't have a car like you do. You have an amphitheatre. You know, it's where it's producing all my instruments. You know, it's all the backside of the cinema. You know, like where all the production stuff is. Yeah. All the tech work. Yeah. Man, I think I've got that fire out there on both my eyes. Some days a week I see cross-eyed too. I do. And sometimes I can't make it out of myself. But still I make it happen. That's what I'm not going to make happen this week. Because myself denied me a bit of love. And a bit of tension came between us. You know, last time I said it, fuck that, I'm not paying anyone back that I owe money. You know, these drug dealers take all my pay before I even get paid. You know, I said, fuck that, I've got no food or smokes or petrol now, you know. And I'm trying to quit the bloody shit. You know, and they only came back at me after I quit it properly. They kept coming back at me. So I said, fuck it. I said, keep that money, we'll go out for breakfast. You know, we might still buy some, but we'll go do a big shop and all this shit. Yep. And then bang, they tap me straight away. Then I'm on the back foot thinking, oh, fuck, now I've got to find money somewhere to pay them back. You know, because I think they're going to come beat me up and bash me or steal my car and shit. I couldn't even leave my car down the beach when I was homeless and go to the toilet. I was worried about the car. So then I thought, oh, fuck. So I went against myself, which was what I told myself we need to do because we need to survive. And myself was like, good daddy. That's what we need to do, daddy. Fuck them, daddy. They got no right to do that sort of shit, daddy. Then I went back on myself and didn't do what I said and became a little coward and bitch. So myself went, bam, bad man. So this time I'm going to do it. Ah, yes, man. Good man. Then she will be married, won't she? We're ready to give it, Danny. We don't have to do something stupid, Danny. Why? Because I will come back to you, Danny. Do you think their Jesus is going to let my Jesus' father be back? If Jesus is saying one to be his Lord, then that Jesus will hold strength over any other Jesus, wouldn't it? Yes, it would actually. Yeah. So we all as individual people out there ranks you saying Jesus ranks us for where we fit. Exactly right. Some are ranked presidents, some are ranked assholes, some are bitches, some are servants, some are lords to a degree of force or degree of effort, like in law states or legal structures. But then one might be considered to be over the top as not the Lord. Right. So you're saying Jesus Christ actually lives as a person somewhere as well as being the life that caters to everyone personally. Yeah, so all those energies hanging on trees, that must be Jesus, you know? That links up to everyone individual. Yep. That's the breath or the breathing that makes you alive. Yep. That's the life that gives you life. Yep. Sometimes they become actively conscious. No, it's emergency. Beep, 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 beep. Hello, and you hear voices and all that sort of stuff, you know? You don't know really what it is, and it's criminal as well these days. Because it could be anything, it could be satellites and all that sort of stuff. Yep. So Marty, we got to go to America afterwards. Knock on CIA doors. Say, why are you letting half these movies on the TV? Surely it's national security. Like, you can't put movies out there that there's, spirits, ghosts, and bloody aliens and all this sort of shit. People out there just making a contact with Jesus will not know what it is in the end and hold fear. Then Jesus will reject them because you're meant to trust Jesus, you know? Like, here's the truth. And when he comes to you, you're meant to just fall down, you know? Like, thanks, Jesus, for helping me. You know, whatever you need, Jesus, you know? Yeah, but people going, I don't know if it's CIA, and then Jesus goes, and it's like, until Jesus learns how to help. That's why there's technological error, technological issue. See, Jesus, I was ahead of you there. Because you said issue before error. You're going to say error, Jesus. That's when they go twacky. Wait. So some people have switched places and became the energies on the trees, and Jesus is living in their body. He took over the vessel. Now they're living on trees, still connected to either shaman because they actually died. And I shouldn't be obnoxious about it, but some people are evil. Probably been a long night for that crew. Oh, right. Um, 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 wait. So all the little energies inside the tree. There's air. Yep, inside the tree there's air. Then that little leaf sends out the air and breathe. And it becomes living. The life. The lie. The lie. The lies. Then that air that lives inside the tunnel, which is the trees, air came from there, air from there. So the tunnel was always there, but the air came from out the tunnel into the tunnel, and the air blew, which came into the person or the tunnelers and became the breath living. And we could see out there. Yeah. Yep. So there's the Jesus energies to the air that comes living as the person. Yeah. Book me in for next year. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Yeah, I want to know more. You want to know more? Yeah, book me in for next year. You coming in? Yeah, I'm going to monastery. Fuck it up, I'm going there. I want to read a little Latin. Yeah. Good there. Yep, I want to know more. Make you smarter than smart, mate. It would, wouldn't it, mate? Yep, I want to know more. I'll be coming in next year. Good there, mate. Yeah. Well, the kids got to do it on there, though. They would have already gone there, mate. They would have, mate. No, they wouldn't be able to get in there. Sure, mate. That's not what you're really saying, though. Nah, keep giving me the show. I like it. What do you reckon, Jet? It's great, Daddy. Yeah, so the tunnel was already there. But there's no air in there. No air in the tunnel because the breath had to go into the tunnel. Yeah, they made the tunnel open. And God breathed. Then the tunnel became seen. And already the sight was prepared to see. By the breath, by the air, by the wrath, by the Lord God, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what they're giving to me to mock me with, isn't it? They're saying that you're the Lord God, Travis. Yeah, they haven't made many good decisions out here, have they? No, God's still counselling me. Still running slaves everywhere. Still trying to build something they already made. Teaching everyone that they can make whatever they want out here. They're running for everyone out there. Yep, just get this job done. So you got God in everyone at home. God's just telling them, yep, let's get this done. That Jesus is there trying to say, look, mate, this is how we're going to do it. Don't listen to that fella. Jesus, I've got your back here, mate. I'm one-to-one contact with myself wherever I go. So as long as you listen to me, mate, we'll get the better deal. But then that's the Lord's son. Yeah, well, it's not God's son, it's the Lord's son. So the Lord empowers every individual Jesus with the strength they need to get the win over the other Jesuses on that day. That's right, mate. That's how it works in footy as well. Yeah, and God's just a bad one. Let's get it done, says God, you know. Let's get this table done and let's get the table built. Let's get people around this table. Then every Jesus is going, oh, I've heard about them guys going over there, sit at that table. And he's speaking to another one that's got Jesus with him as well, you know. And that Jesus responds, oh, it's not much of a table. And then he responds, oh, yeah, I've seen better tables. He goes his own way, doesn't his mate talk, you know. If the mate talked, he might have said, yeah, but it's still a round table, isn't it? And then that mate would have responded, oh, yeah, I suppose it's still a round table. Are you going to go around that table? Well, like I said, I've seen better tables. Right, but you're still going to get around that table, aren't you? No, I don't know if I'm going to get around that table. And then the one's deciding, yeah, mate, I'm going to get behind the table, mate, because that bloke was wrong about, that it's not a table. And this bloke's going, I'm probably still going to get around that table too. I was just saying that I'm not going to, I'll see better tables, you know. Yeah. Well, they're both going to get around the table because that's how Lord's empowered both their Jesuses. To go around the table. Right. So we're just on the inside. We're just on the inside. We're not even the ones speaking most of the time. That's all Jesus and his allergic allergies. Breathing and coughing on himself and spluttering over himself. To see what we decide inside our own heads. Just to see what your body senses like. Well, you just react like that, you know. Sometimes you jump it like, I'm sick of this, I can't handle it, I want to get out of here. Just take it, you know. But if you sit down and wait a bit, it gets better and better and better and better and better and better and better. Right. And not only that, when you let that voice talk, don't let another law stricken you down. But still Jesus tried to tell me that you can't look at them, you know, them he always would say. He wouldn't say the Noongars or the Indigenous or the black fellas. He'd say them. You know, you can't look at them, you can't speak back to them. Your head's always got to be down. And if you do talk, you got to nod to the left, you know. So if they ask you a question, you can talk if they ask you a question. But you can't ask them questions. You've got to, pay respect always that way. Like if they want you honouring or your respect or courteous notion of something that they've said, you just have to say, thanks for that wisdom. You know, sort of, I acknowledge what you've said. Yeah. And I've done it a couple of times. Then I asked one of them one night, yeah. Am I meant to keep my head down and not speak to you? And she said, no, you can talk to me, it's all good. It's all good, but that was after I kept my head down one time and done it that way and stayed quiet the whole ride, you know? Yep, and didn't look at either of them in the eyes, I don't think. Oh, the female one. The female them, I didn't look at, but the male one, I looked at, but then but then they sort of said, we can't believe no one's ever done that before, you know, actually done it, you know? That's why I asked the girl the next time, you know, because I thought maybe that's them talking for me. And she asked me for smoke, or she was trying to see if I'd give her smoke. And I was saying, no, sorry, I don't do that. I don't do that, I was saying, you know, because you're not allowed to smoke in their house. Oh, right. Probably passed with admirable colours. Yeah, but I fail on one instance, don't I? Because you friended him. Not meant to friend them either. Because once you're friends, you can't say no, can you? But still. That's what I mean. Once you're friends with your Jesus completely, then you can turn your eyes inside out and look out of your energy. And follow over people's heads and coming to them, you know, with your own Jesus. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because the energy's up on the tree, you know, Jesus. That Jesus connects to you. So you shut your eyes, boom. Then you're seeing in the air. The air that people breathe in is then your lead if you make a link to them. If you make a link to them to kidnap them, heal them, or shake them. Yeah, whatever the Lord's empowered. All I know is, sorry, my Indigenous leader and athlete, can I speak here on this motion? Of course you can, mate. All I know is that I'm the number one enemy. So I'll never sell drugs or use drugs with anyone else. Besides my best mate, a Collingwood supporter. That still has never got a loan off the mate. That owes me more money than he can concern. It's hard, ain't it? Now, what would the Lord say? The Lord would probably walk. He'd probably walk. And make what? What do you mean? He makes your day for you to judge. So if everything I said tonight wasn't that clear, such as did Australia ever smoke before it was called Australia? The answer was no. And it's still that place today. That means in this country there's no smoking. No Europe back in the day, when it was called Europe. Started to smoke. That's what Europe was going to be, the smoking place. Because the Lord's already watched the day. The Lord's already seen it. Remember, he's behind here. Sorry. Behind there. Then the Lord appears. Writes memories and makes up dreams. Fetches his reels like he's behind the deeds. But he's not always there. Sometimes it ain't clear for me to steer. But sometimes I make it out to dear. Oh dear, are you there? Where's my heart? Oh dear, are you there? Where's my ark? Sometimes dear's not alone. Wendy grabs the phone and yells, it's right there, son, follow this lead. It's right there, son, go this way. Other days it's just Wendy at home. She gives me the flow and directs me where to go. Other times I'm hearing it clear. God's right in front of me and I know not to steer. Then some days I hear, Lord has commanded the Spirit here. So that's when the Lord's driving the vehicle and I, Jesus, rest in place. Opposite to the gate, confronting him every date that I meet or make. Some days it's clear, some days it's not. Some days it's a receipt that I need. Other days of the week it's making me sleep. And sometimes it's weird. Sometimes all I'm hearing is the shower. Is the shower. So as that saying, Jesus asked for his direction from deer. Sometimes deer's not there and it's Wendy only. That's when she directs the wind. Leads him where to go. No. When it's deer and Wendy together, then Wendy speaks and gives him the arc or the heart that he needs to follow. Some days he sees God in front of him, so he goes. Because God's working there. God's neighbouring on that person, whether beating them or giving them joy. Yeah. So whether stealing their hope or stealing their day. Stealing their hope or stealing their date. Yeah. Then sometimes it's the Lord commands the Spirit there. And Jesus is kicked out. Jesus is kicked out and the Spirit enters. Alright. But when I do see him, I'll still say he's near to you, son. I'll still say he's near to you, son. Okay. Bye-bye. That's all the birds are then. Spirits. Oh. And what do spirits do? It's just for the Lord to have a look around. That's all the birds do. They fly through and have a look at the crowd. Catch up the news, sit on the wire, park up on the benches and see what's going down. They straight on the antenna wire, straight on your antenna, straight on the live electrical wire, tapped into the whole circuit and grid, catching all the news of that day or the last 1,000 years of riding in the Lord for the future and that. Yeah. Straight on the roof antenna, then your TV, you're not even watching anymore, the Lord speaking straight to you. Buddy, just miraculous. Just miraculous. You're telling me a magical bird done a bloody magic trick. And it was about heaven. Yeah, mate. About a bar. About a tank. Frank the tank. He made it the tank because they called Frank the bloke in heaven that sits at the bar and watches the same TV that everyone watches when they get to heaven. And when you're watching it, you're watching your own funeral. And Frank sees your whole past life and where you're heading for the future. Your first drink's free, it washes down the past. Your second drink, Frank winks at Taylor behind the bar and says, "What to pour?" Then that writes you in for your next day in the dream. Your next dream. That writes you in for your next dream. Yeah, okay. Then he put a tank up on the roof, which was open. Frank was coming out. There was a whole line of people. And underneath there was a chair with no one sitting on it. And that's where he said the Lord sat under. Right. And then there's a bar down the Mandurah foreshore there where... Yeah, magical bird. Magical bird. That's what I said, brother. You're my cousin. I'm your cousin. Yes, brother. I'm still not in form here, son. Remember, if I came in form here, son, there'd be no holding. That's right. So you called your cousin, didn't you, to come into form here? That's right, because we can't come into form in our own building. You know, your building's still open, like Italy's still open, you know? So he calls on Italy's magic power to shower down here. How else would it lead in? If he closed this building, if magic came into itself. Like the Australian continent wouldn't be here if the bird came in here. So you get the cousin to come in from over there. He can shower over here, as I can shower over there. But but I can't shower in my own land. It'd be dark, you know. Yep, that's what you told me. I'm your cousin. I'm Cloud's cousin. But I covered the clouds and drew the heaven in there. So I drew my land's one in there instead of your land's one. But you commanded the story for me to do the trick here for you. No, I done the trick here for you. You told me a story. Yeah, but I came here to help you in your land. Otherwise, I'd still be over there watching my land. That's what I mean. He can't close his whole site down. You know, if he needs to speak to the Australian continent's people for himself, like to send a person in, the shower comes down from over there. Then I use my magic from over there to rain here and form as a person. Why can't he form as a person himself? How could you in your own? It's your magical being. He can't make himself come in as a person in his own land. Because it's only one dot of magic. One dot of magic is the whole country, you know? So if that dot came into itself, the country wouldn't be there. See, one dot over there is like Italy. Like now look at the bubble over the country. It can rain this way, but can't rain into itself. Right. Unless that part wasn't really true. That's how I was leading it not to be. This show will go forever, this debate show. Yeah, because they all still want to smoke. They still want to smoke. Yeah. I want to smoke now as well. But that's why I said, like it's already spoken into Chinese. You know, the Buddha, 4:20. That means at 4:20 a.m., you can smoke for 1 whole minute. You know, and you got that twice a day. Plus the hour change where the clock should be turned to the left. 1 should be the first hour. So you turn that back 1. Then 4 a.m., so that's the 12 normally, becomes 5:20. So at 4:20 and 5:20, you can smoke for a minute straight. And that's twice a day. So that's 4 minutes of smoking a day. And there's a portal built there to take the smoke out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's all right then. That's all right then. If we can still have that smoke there. For the 80 years in our life until all the children no longer going to smoke it, yeah. That's how long the portal's open for. I got the world clock on my phone, mate, and it's 4:20 somewhere right now, mate. Yeah, that's right. Once the train's running, you'll be able to get over to Europe to have a smoke in 2 seconds anyway. Yep, just get an Uber to Europe. Yep, Uber's taking me on the train over to Europe to have a quick dart. Yep, I'm stressed out right now. Yep, so you need to get out of the house for a bit, isn't it, mate? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm buying that kayak and going that 15 Ks, mate, to get out of the house, mate. Yeah. That's as far as I can see, mate. 15 Ks will do you, mate. Be out of the house for a bit, mate. Yeah, mate. I am, mate. Hit the outside of the boat, won't you, mate? Yeah, that's right. Oh shit. Hmm. There'll be all boats going past me and shit as they get out there. Yeah, mate, to make you turn around. Better turn around, they're all coming in, you know. Yep, but you kept going. If you kept going, yep, exactly right. Exactly right, mate. The Lord's just sending these boats in up to the atmosphere, isn't he? Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, it's now the stars, so that's the horizon you see in the flat water. Then the stars sort of stop there. They don't go below that height. Like a bridge arm, you know. It's probably much as thinking it wouldn't it? So the Lord will just wave a boat in. Oh, and that way. You're coming out straight here, you know. Yep, number boat. Oh, put a life buoy there. Oh. You probably haven't been hit. You probably hit that wall, you know, and you still be rowing. And you still sending stuff past you, right? Turn around, turn around, turn around. Just leaving it, like when you're against the wall, when you're holding onto the, what is it, yeah. Hold on, you put your feet over the little thing in the pool, you know, and you just swim on the spot. Or kick your legs, yeah, hold on to the wall and kick your legs, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you just sit you there, yeah, until you're in Ireland, you know, until you've done the row work to get to Ireland. That's why you better get on the gym first. So yeah, look, Lord, I looked all into this. I rode to the perfect beat. I got the drumming playing behind me. You know, it's not just any drumming, it's off that movie where they're dragon boating, you know. I done the milk boat regatta, the milk carton regatta. I got my rowing down to the tee, my breath work's all good. Got my snorkel, all my equipment with me. Sweet mate, we cut that trip in about, I don't know, half an hour off the whole time. But then you miss a beat, you know, you miss the beat and you're rowing. You know, every 30 seconds you do it. You miss 1 second, so bang, massive wave comes out of nowhere. You made a plan with the Lord and then bang you underneath, aren't you? And that washes you up in probably England. Probably England, yeah. Probably England. It's unbelievable in the end. They're going to trick me and say they done the magical trick. Then send me back to where I'm from. Because they done it. So they tricked me to trick you guys. To trick them into leading me out of the country. You know, because this can't be the home for me. Because they done the magic trick. They done all this trick to tell the world that they don't want me here, you know. So that doesn't really fit either, mate. Now those beliefs man once had when he was passed out, once he woke up, well, he said, you guys still carrying on, are you? Jesus Christ, didn't I present enough in the time that I was there? Shit, 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 shit. It's funny when they do funny tricks on the screen. You know, you think your actual eyes done it, you know? On the screen. Now my eyes just went like, You know, they moved my pupils to look over here. Like they made me look at there. And I see it on the screen. I was like, my eyes didn't actually do that, you know. Try to trap me in some sort of disorder. Ah, yes. Lots of funny magicians out there these days, aren't there? Playing tricks with daddy. Ah, yes. Jesus is playing me at all angles. Yes, son. Yes, son. I think God might be actually. Yes, son. Obviously, I'm playing with you the most, son. You're my greatest answer, son. How, son? How can I do such shit? Just make peace happen out here all of a sudden. Ah, greatest mystery ever, son. Greatest mystery ever, son. I knew you'd come one day, bastard. I knew you would. You fucking alien or whatever your programmer is. Programmed you in that. Programmed you in there, God. No, you didn't. How are you all knowing, God? If no one was knowing first. So someone had to have an idea, didn't they, God? Hey, this I can't see. Then God, are you there? Yes, mate. I'm right here, mate. So that one person already knew that God was there. Then God became knowing of himself. And within that, what was himself? The Lord. The Lord. The Lord. The Lord. Which held all his knowing. And then became the Son living. The Son breathing, or the Son walking, or the Son living, or the Son dying. And God said, that's not my Son. You know, my knowing says my Son lives forever. You know, my Son is trouble, he can't die. That kid didn't cause anything. He wasn't even hurt or injured. You know, there's no work there for me at all. You know, that wasn't even the devil that tested him. I didn't even come in that way. That was some sort of spirit that was entrancing him. The Lord took him on himself, used him. Well, it wasn't really the Son, like the Son of God. It wasn't Jesus the life. Yeah. But Jesus led him to his own death. Maybe. So God, what are we saying again? That I'm playing with you the most. Because you know it's me. Nah. I couldn't see Father. God couldn't see Father in me. Nah. Not when they said, you are my Son. I said, oh, he's not like the normal calling. I can't see a Father in this one. So God goes into most trickery. Becomes the devil. That's crazy, Jesus. What happens next? Life just begins, doesn't it, Danny? Journey of discovery of yourself being Jesus. What? Jesus becomes God. Yeah. That's what we're birthing, yeah? Nah. And that's always pureful and peaceful. Nah. No way, Daddy. No way, Daddy. That's not it, Daddy. Yeah, mate. You got your own bubble, mate. No. You have your dragons, your fairies, and whatever you want out there, mate. No. That's all we do as human beings, mate. It's programming up a Jesus season in, mate. No. That's what we all charge up for, mate. We got to get that charge level up. Once we got a full 100% charge, then Jesus coming in hard. Once we're all walking in our own domination. Yeah, mate. Hard as shit, mate. Now look at this. These drug dealers aren't going to pay back this Friday. I'm going to message one of them after and say, can I get a halfway off you? Oh shit. We're just charging the Jesus stuff here. In this world, I think so, yeah. We're just charging the Jesus stuff. Then bang, Jesus gets his own station out there. We go on and charge up again. We fall back to sleep, he's saying, till we build a charge right up and we all start to awake. And Jesus has been trying to wake us the whole time. But that's us charging up to actually birth him out there in space. And we go back to where we began. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, drugs. Fuck off, drugs. Your space is incredible, mate. Your space is incredible, mate. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, you entertain the dead until the day is ready for them to leave, don't you, mate? Yeah, mate. Entertain the dead until the day is ready for them to leave, mate. Bloody unreal. Bloody unreal. Unless someone comes to me for a healing. To the audience, I don't think he was ever delusional. Oh, well. He just take his time to cool down. I just want to see how many times he'd played the same loop. The stretch I now have, you know. After, like, it was never a loop to me. You know, you tell me the same delusions over every time. Like, oh, back to the mental ward. Oh, they kick you back to England now, you know. Once it wasn't Italy no more, because you need to be able to speak Italy to get your Italian passports, you know. So I said, then they'd be back to England now, you know. You'd be able to go over there still. And yep, cops are coming, ambulance coming, yep, bikers are coming, yep, they're all coming to get you. Indigenous on the way to your house themselves, you know. Play all those loops around on me every time, get me in delusion. Try to make me think that my phone's hacked again, so I go reset it, you know. That way I'm staying in delusion and fear and paranoia, you know. I'm staying in that like circuit. Yep, now that I released that, I've become more energy enabled and not so down. Yeah. Especially if I didn't pay him back this Friday, then I'd be on top of the world, you know. Yeah. So thanks for letting me do that, guys, and enabling me to have that priority in my life. You know, because that's what the brain does. So you can't really blame the person for doing it, because your brains would do the exact same thing in that instance, you know. I need to survive here, mate. I need to survive here, mate. You know, and it's not your fault, little drug dealers. It's the big drug dealers that are meant to provide for us for life. Like if you need a medication for life, I said. For life. Yeah, for going life. If you need a drug for life, then they're meant to provide it for you, you know. Like if you need Panadol every day for the rest of your life, you get it like on Centrelink, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So the companies that allow it to be, like, I think it's Germany, still under Hitler's law maybe. Germany should be providing for us, all us addicts, that, yeah, because it's like a medicine that you get addicted to. Then you need it for life, so they're meant to provide for you. Yeah. Because my brain now needs it to survive, but also needs food, cigarettes and all that to keep me chilled and peaceful, and petrol in my car and that sort of thing. And needs me not to be robbing from stores to survive, because then I've got stress and fear on me. So for me to stop producing viruses, then my brain has said this is the move we must do. And they've just all got to accept that, mate, you're saying. Their brains will do the exact same thing. If they say, no, you can't do that, then their brain will trigger in and go, no, I can't allow you to go out and bash him. I can't allow it. I've studied it. The brain has studied it before we've even talked about it, you know? Before we've even stalked the experiment. You know, like, so you have the prey there, you know? Before we've even... I made sure she didn't notice she was moving at the same time, you know? Then sometimes actually made her move. to stalk her. Well, the brain's already studied it, you know? The brain knows what's under there. You know, because someone made it with a brain. So it already knows that those holes are there. Right. So So their brains would trigger saying, nah, can't do it, yep, I'm not going to do it, nah, not going to do it, 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 not going to do it. I also figured out what those time loops were for. I lost out last time. So I went back to the checkpoint in the game that I'm playing. Now whenever there's a time loop and I have the same experience, it's just going back to a checkpoint. Yeah. That's why there's the babe in the Tesla, the cops and fire engine down at the beach. Now I went back to a checkpoint. All right. And why do we keep going back to checkpoints? Because the kids aren't changing. The kids aren't changing. Still playing the same iteration. Oh. They tried to make me tell you guys that it's just when I'm flat. You know, whenever the battery dies, I go back to a save point. That way you keep yourself fully charged. But obviously, yeah, Marty, we need to go down to council in the morning and let them know to change all that shit, yeah? Marty, you'd be honoured, wouldn't you, Marty? You know, it's your way to come back, Marty, and realise that we didn't influence everyone into taking drugs, Marty, you know? Like you're still doing, Marty, you know? You're the only one that hasn't changed, Marty. The only one that hasn't grown up. You know, the rest of us made change, Marty. You haven't made change yet, Marty. You took it in a money way, Marty, because you're hungry, Marty. Oh, shit. Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. So God is even taking their hope or giving them joy. What's he doing here? God's knowing is limited to the extent of that he can't make or deny. Because it's the Lord's knowing that are enabled to embed to God the fracturing of the mind. And before that, there's no mind to be understanding of anything underprivileged, under premises of Lord. So the mind fractured is a taking of what it means. So when the mind is fractured, no, God's knowing exceeds the limits of his understanding that the mind fractures. Once the mind is fractured, there's another place to extend the existence of anything commercial. So there was that place that the Lord ascended from, came in and purchased the knowing in the mind that God became living with. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Once you've been to the location, you just need to have a reference of the location, then you leave your knowledge up there. You know, the knowledge stays up there. You know? Oh, yeah. Otherwise, God would be pure evil. God would be pure evil. Nothing would happen. You know, it wouldn't. God would just dominate everyone, you know? Yeah. Yep, that's true. That's true. God is extensive of all powerful, but he only can act on the mind. So Jesus Christ is our ride, getting us around, where he talks to Deer and Wendy, the two natures that are separate from God being, but extended to God's premises, but hold over God the template of resistance. You know, they're in command of all nature's infrastructure, which Jesus is guided from, for it's the light leaving the body and the life becoming present within the mind. Now, whereas God is the breathing in the mind that accompanies Jesus' breath in the living of those within the world, where the mind is seated eternally. Yeah. And natures flow in to the world, but out of the mind. Where Jesus gets his signs when he calls Dear and Wendy. And God is the breath in the mind. No breath in the world, and not actually within the mind. But the knowledge of God's is held in the mind. Yeah. So he's the breathing into the mind and knows the knowing of the mind. Yeah, so yeah. Stand where my passwords are saved. So no other Jesus is Jesus. So no other, no other Jesus is, so no other friend's Jesus. So when my mate looks into his goggles and is looking out of the Jesus on the line there, to me with my Jesus, yeah, he can't hear my password because when I say my password, I type my password, it's up in that place that I do it. No. But Jesus wouldn't allow that anyway. Jesus wouldn't allow that anyway. There's privacy and confidentiality laws. Yeah. Jesus can only act on the knowing. And if God says there's no knowing on that Jesus, then Jesus will act on that knowing. But Jesus asks for direction from nature, from the Lord's. From Lord. Then I'm nature's Lord. So your nature is God and nature is your God and nature is my Lord. And I'm nature's Lord. Then there's God, and then there's the Son of God. And then there's Spirit. Our spirit is like nature. Whoa, that wind moved through me. The Lord's presence being attained. Alright, so when it's like that big storm comes through, changes the whole sequence pattern of the global rotation, Grand finals cancelled, rally car racing's not on. My child's wedding's missed and not even happening anymore, at all. So it changes my full. I thought, yep, grandkids soon. They'll be moving around the corner. I already bought them a welcome mat and shit. Now I'll give that to Greg for his. Yep. I consider death for this too. I consider death for this as well. I do. Death, Daddy. We're gonna wait till 4:20 a.m. now, Daddy. Or 5:20 a.m., Daddy. Yeah. It's 3 hours over there, so it's almost 5 a.m. Oh, yeah. Queensland time is saying. No, it'd be WA time, yeah. So Queensland's got to wait till 7:20 or 8:20. Six. God, two gods as one whole God. The Lord as the Almighty God. The Son as the Son of the Lord, which is the Son of God. And then the Spirit, which is the daughter of the Lord. And that's six. Yeah, that's six, yeah. Then there's the Creator, Trying to make the Lord. Oh, that's beyond me insane, that's the beast to me. That's the beast to me as well. I want more. I'm there next year. Don't just keep telling me this, Luke. I want more. I want the goggles. I want to be flying around like that here. I want to be Jehovah Witness myself. I want to be Jehovah. I want to be witnessing it all. I want to know what I've got wrong and what I've got right. I want to see the Indigenous fella talking through my boots at the same time that I'm talking through my boots. I want to be watching it. I want to be behind that wall seeing that Indigenous fella. Yep, he's right now to see what he's talking. Like in his mind, he's saying exactly what Travis is saying online. And I don't know if it's because he's hearing Travis say it. Or if he's forcing what Travis is speaking. I don't know which one it is. Shit. So close, mate. So close to snapping out of that portal there, mate. So close, mate. Oh, shit, he feels it today, mate. He's almost a broke man no more, mate. Oh, shit, he's getting so close, mate. So close to snapping out of that in traffic, mate. He's going to disappear completely, isn't he? I think he might just vanish, yeah. Never actually hear it. I'm not here at the moment. I'm not here at the moment. Remember, I've already finished what I had to smoke. So you're already in bed. That's what I said. I wrote my whole program in on the way out. So when I'm smoking, I'm heading to bed, you know. I know when I'll. I know when I'll. Yep, gotta go see Bob after this, mate. Yep. I know what I'll be talking to Bob about. You know, have you got any? Nah, Bob, I don't. And yeah, can't get any either, mate. I'm on my way to bed. Oh, shit. 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 What were they trying to fare then, honey? Oh, Daddy, they're trying to say that they won't sell to you anymore because they think it's for the indigenous that you buy it. No, they don't take drugs. They don't take drugs. They only get it to shout me. Or to get me happy, you know, because they're doing the work on me as well. All they really want is a place to live and also to beat someone up, making their servant and slave and shit. But actually, I think they're the ancestors still in one way. In one way. I sort of do. Like, yeah, if it's all like Australia is a no smoking place, you know. It's also the place where our ancestors tie into it all. That means when we come to Australia, you're meant to go that way to get into the kingdom. Ah, 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 ah. But that could be one of their beliefs that they gave me to make me think, yep, that's where I want to get to because I want to get out of this situation, you know. Then they just trap me forever and I don't actually get anywhere. They take my house and then I'm on the floor everywhere and probably end up being back in the street. All right. 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 So right now, Daddy, you're already asleep. No, I'm laying in bed until the show's finished. Oh, you're waiting for me, Daddy. Yes, honey. The show's not finished yet, Daddy. I know it's not. I'm still liking the show. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Uh, 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 Try how you learn it, son. You got a sister, son. Yep. Just married to your father. I'm the grandparent's son. I know you are, Jesus. You're their son, Jesus. Wendy and Deer's bloody son. And the daughters, the other gods. And then I'm the Lord. I'm the Lord who's Wendy and Deer's bloody parents. And that God's father. Married to his daughter. Well, I'm not his father. I'm the one that made God. I'm actually Deer and Wendy's father. Yep. And that's why Jesus is my grandson. And God's daughter, which God and Jesus got together, I think. That's how it becomes original in the end, then, doesn't it? Because Jesus is my grandson, which got with the bloke that I made. So that's not my daughter, but when my daughter got with my grandson, my God's daughter got with my grandson, and I've got with God's. It's not the grandson with. It's not your granddaughter. So once they got together, it'd still be your grandson's. God. That's your grandson's daughter. Yeah. But God, not blood. God wasn't. Is just what you made. And it's not your grandson's daughter. Not your grandson's daughter. Is that what made me the Lord in the end? No, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Now this looks like some bastard who just woke up. There, some lords came hit the fan. Looks like someone we just woke up. He didn't, mate. Didn't unwrite all that rubble. They just healed that motherfucker on live line. They just healed that motherfucker on live line. I mean that. They just healed that enemy. Now that enemy's even better conditioned. And it's taken half Somersault's world murder. They just healed him. They did. The world did. And snapped free out of the Lord's chains. Ah. Keep bringing yourself in there. Was there, is it? Ah, playing on my screen still. Ah. I think it's happy. Blessed be the Lord. And praise be to his Son. And thanks be to God. Religious artifacts are disturbed in water. So don't christen yourselves without behaviours being influenced. Oh. Still, they play dark magic in my home. They've enabled you perfect in season, son. They've enabled you perfect in season. Shit, I guess I owe them an apology then. They have helped me heaps. They showed my image clearly, the way they treated me and abandoned me. They showed dead set true alien. You know, dead set true, this the one. You know, dead set true, yeah, this is the enemy. You know, dead set true, this is the Father speaking. You know, dead set true, this is the God. Not only that, the way I'm still hidden, you know, he's mental, he's nuts, he's crazy, mate. He's my head, mate. That's my thoughts, my thinking. I'm the one talking all the time. I'm talking all the time. Everywhere I go, mate. There's poison, mate. Like that spirit just came straight through you that morning. I got all that crowd talking, you know. Yeah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a smoke. This cigarette smoke. Unless you smoke into your belly. But still, that's naughty of mine. But even God would desire my mind. What was that mind at the time? That sticking illness. But he tries to say, I'm smoking in your belly. And then God inquires, what is his mind here? And God leads it to the mind is fractured. I can't understand the poisoned ones. The sick children, they're beyond me is insane. But there's still the knowledge there that God doesn't sit with, you're saying. Well, God knows the mind can fracture. You know, but God lives in the mind. You know, breath in to the mind. So all knowing that he gets hold of comes from out of the mind. Dear and windy. Jesus pulls through the mind, dear and windy. So Jesus is on the line, you know, life. Yep. Then he calls dear and windy through the mind. They then send a sign in to the world and guide him. When God is present, well, Jesus goes. Yep. 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 But when the mind is fractured, there's no knowing. There's no knowing to God to understand that hassle. Right. What do you mean? Oh, there's the knowing of what is clear that we shouldn't be doing. You know, shouldn't be beating people up to break the fracture of the mind and that sort of stuff. But like when something is fractured, there's another side. So when there's a snap in a bone, you can stick something straight through it, you know? Like how Steve-O said, the elves made it in a hairline fracture. Yeah, broke his leg, had a hairline fracture. Then they got around and like beaded stuff into it, you know, and made the universe. Then peeled it back and, oh, the boy who swallowed the universe. Yeah. Oh, right. But they were flying as whispers and stuff, you know? Then he moves his leg a bit, and the fracture opens, and they fly in. When he moves his leg again, they get out, so they're in and out like that. Right, I'm saying this much, but still, that was Steve-O's Jesus who said that, not really Steve. I mean, Steve-O's Jesus, yeah. Alright, so all the Jesus hold the personal knowledge of everyone that's ever been. Everyone's had a Jesus with them, yeah. And those Jesus live on after life. Oh, wait, that's progression then. So Jesus is the live one. Yep, once Jesus' mates die, then the mate must go to the Lord. Like he said, they reincarnate into 7, but one goes to the Lord, into 8, and one goes to the Lord. Because the Lord's already been in that place. So the Lord gets back to detail of how they lived. Then that knowledge is stored of that person's duty. Swear there's a cabinet back there somewhere, hold on. Mark Hitches and Heinsberg's category. Yet Lidl line. Live Lendl 4. Grand text to talk. Obedient night assert. No sight taken. No might broken. No make minded. and no beat sated. Lord lie not lighted, and lie life will not law fit. No causal court, and no causal caution, and no lights lead us. Yeah. Mark Walters, I believe, died in 1964 to a car crash in a Summers pit. Atlanta Ho, maybe. Yeah, if you look that up, what's he gonna say, mate? What's he gonna say? He's gonna say either that the Lord is some alien bugger who's on the internet, or someone that's on the phone to me just made up something on the storyline. Otherwise, it's dead set bloody true, isn't it? Yeah, but what's the story going to be about if you read into it? Oh, that'll be the funny part if we do read into it. Remember that name, Danny? That name, Danny? Might be a prize for you. Ah, could be entrapment. Lord's coming for you. Mmm. 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 And I can't look at that myself. It's not online because it could be personally about it. It could be a personal story. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, man. Already dropping again. Already dropping again. So you're saying at night time how the trees, they just make bird noises. But they're really monks in the trees, just with bird whistles. So at night time, the tree has all the energy from the day, and the birds are slowly starting to speak. And then they fly in the morning. How many birds do you see fly at night? Fair dinkum moister. Fair dinkum moister. Fair dinkum, mate. Fair dinkum, mate. Now, I don't want to confuse the reality that the monks in trees, because I'm a tree myself and the monks are in me. Yeah. So now I think about it, all those trees. Oh shit, so just in one day's change. In one day's change, you know? Like the sun's just got to let off a massive pulse. Boom. The charge that pretty much burns the trees out hollow that day. You know? That makes a whole new world the next day. And like by no mistake, it's critical. And here we are in the afterlife, getting the download of what it's going to be. And everyone's rejecting it still. You know, everyone's rejecting it still. Right now, my father is on the outside stripping the formwork, while I'm on the inside undergoing treatment. Yeah. Now, payment is crucial. Payment is crucial. Right. That's why I can see all the trees the way that I say them nowadays. You know, because some of the insides already had work done to it. Well, that's what you all agreed on. The mass public opinion stated we need out of here. You know, rockets going up to the moon to try and get out. People making up alien stories. Or we contacted by an alien, a UFO, pick me up, get me out of here. Indigenous culture trying to ship us all out and also get out of it themselves. Yeah. Everyone trying to get into the saviour. You know, so get me out of here. We're all trying to get out of here. Don't you worry. I went through everyone's mind. They all agreed. Get me out. Yeah, get me out. All the drug dealers saying get me out. It's all the little fellas. All the homeless saying get me a house. All the ones saying it's system out. I want system out. Yeah, get me out of system. Ah, shit. That's Danny. We know it's over, Danny. Once all the chiefs are down, initiation. Start making the bird again. And this is where the birds are saved. It's where the memories are taken. The whole world's ruined. can't mess with magic. You can't make a snake bend. You can't take a picture of a program. You can't even note a cent. Taking back the beat, and I think it's not meat. I think it's not even seat if I haven't seen. Now I make it up and I believe I'm still not there where I could share. I'm still not there where I could wear. If my life is a fake and I make it, is it now that I became just as real as another day when you say I'll see you later, mate? Now I check onto this and I check onto that. I find out it's not my blanks that make me a sack. It's only where I quit going ahead. 'Cause I think about all that I've got given. And if it's not my gifts that you will see, if it's not my snake that you will be, if it's not my bank that you will make for me, then what do I say if it's not me to cheers you, mate? 'Cause I've still said it always, I've still said it always, and I know it might work to be the end of the day, but when the shift changes, then what do you make? If it's not clear and you can't state, then wouldn't it be just a simple way, mate? It's a creation. You know it's pretty crazy, but it's a replica of the design, the creation that was already live, and it's bearing itself away. No way. So everyone's got the same knowledge out there, eh? Yeah. Fuck. Every planet all has the same word. Yeah. Fuck, you know. It worked then. It worked then. Yeah. He will not come till they've heard his name. Because not all of them had his name written in it. Yeah. So I've shared my knowledge that there's a location when the mind's fractured to go to. And God's knowledge, God's knowing, doesn't include that short respite. And that why they break it when they get everyone's knowledge out. And science is trying to make the same thing that religions already hold. That every culture holds. Just saying the religions that own all that building, all the stores and shit, when they get that money in, they put it in the store. Then it just makes money. Because we needed money to do the tech job to save the ground. Yeah. Player's big. Player's big. Player's big for sure. Player's big for sure. That what you reckon, God? Yes, mate. Definitely is, mate. Definitely is, mate. Big player, he must be, mate. He must be, mate. Just because he's got a fractured mind that he made up a special place that he goes to. One of them does magic online. You know, caught that live with the tank up there in the sky and shit. Yeah, mate, yeah. Flip the rainbow upside down, yeah. Now it's through all movies that ever been on TV and shit. Yeah. Can you put your eye on your eye? Like, yeah, look at this. Use this eye, look at that eye. What happens? Use. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. 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 You sort of go cross-eyed, don't you? Sort of then see two images of yourself. Two images of yourself. Yeah. Why is there only one of you? Ah, then there's yeah. What? Individual eye organ? Yeah, the species adapts. You can make even one self disappear, but it's still there, you know? And it can be either one of the two selves that appear. Like you look at one eye with the other eye. And if you're watching it on your screen, you should be able to see what I mean. Well, you should be able to see two selves with Travis. Yeah, you should be able to, yeah. One sort of going in and out from being behind the wall and one in front of the wall. And them changing, you know? From one of the cells behind the wall, yeah. So it's definitely him behind the wall. Ah, ah, ah. Just a Lord on call, mate. Just a Lord on call, mate. Oh, shit. Not looking at it on the screen, mate. You're looking out of my eye, though? Yeah, I am looking out of your eye. Uh, the Lord Jesus Christ, I believe that might be my Messiah. Uh, so you're saying individual eye aspect is you have one eye on one suspect and the other eye on the other suspect. Yeah, then what's behind both eyes? An individual eye, a third person represented in the spirit eye, in the time of mind. So you use this eye to look at that eye. This eye goes blind and becomes with this eye. This eye then tries to attract to that eye, but this eye's eye is in this eye. So you split into two minds. You know, there's then two selves there. And neither eye is looking at either eye. And I just changed your eyes while I was there. while I was in the present chambers of commercial realities. Don't blasphemous me. If you make a make, mark your decision and blatantly take. Shape it always influent, because despite receipts aren't taken. Made as makes. Man, that's behaved. That's Myrtle season. That's Myrtle season. I got so close there, Jet. Snapping out of all that delusion and shit. So close there. That's twice a day, Jet. We're going to get it soon, Jet. We're going to get it soon, Jet. We'll keep going back to checkpoints, Jet. We're going to get it soon, Jet, because we remember everything when we go back to checkpoints. So, like, your data saves as well, you know? Yeah. We'll get it, Jet. We'll be out of here soon, Jet. We will be, Jet. We will be. We won't be here for lots longer, I don't think. That's good, Adrian. Thanks, Adrian. Alright, mate. I'll get you back home, mate. Thanks, mate. You get me back home? I'll get you back home. Thanks, mate.